What is up? What is up? Welcome to Truth and Transparency. Let's see what time it is. It's almost game time. Again, be kind in chat. Welcome members, subscribers, lurkers, moderators. We got some new mods. Come on in. Come on in. We got some new mods. Congratulations to all the new mods. I run a ship that's rather tight. What that means is that we want kindness, we want compassion, we want humor, we want you to have your own opinion. We want you to be able to make that opinion known, whether it's your touch DNA on the thumbs up or thumbs down, or if you have a different opinion of anybody in here, you are totally welcome to that opinion. And we encourage you to express that opinion. All we ask that you do it is, respectfully. Telling me to go fuck myself and with your opinion attached, that's not how we do it. So anyways, I usually wait till right before the first of the year, but because of so much action going on at Truth and Transparency and the amount of volume, like my hair right now, so much volume, vavoom. With everything going on, I wanted more amazing manpower, literally manpower, that dinky man power. And then we sprinkled it with the most amazing Heathers and a Kelly, So again, thank you guys for being here. As always, you have an opinion, make it known. Thumbs it up, thumbs it down at some point if you are here. Today, we're going to talk about some things. I got a special guest, and we're going to let everybody be able to settle in. Here we go. Welcome to Truth and Transparency. A Home Team Productions. Consider being a member of Fight for a Family at www.fightforafamily.com. Monthly membership donations as well as one-time donations. I am your executive producer, Lana Oriani. The answers aren't always black and white.
Definitely an ambush, and like I said, there's a lot of rumors, but it's all going to come out.
A local school teacher killed in her mother's driveway. Tonight, we're learning more about a second search warrant in the Rachael DelTondo murder investigation.
I work exclusively with Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s family and have since March of 2021. Sheldon Jeter Jr., a person of interest in the Rachael DelTondo 2018 homicide. There have been no arrests made in the Rachael DelTondo case to date.
A local teacher was shot and killed over the weekend in Aliquippa. No one has been arrested yet in what police are now calling a crime of passion.
Beaver County District Attorney Lozier is the person who said, quote unquote, that this crime was a crime of passion in 2018, right away. However, new information obtained by Fight for a Family president, myself, Lana Oriani, in June of 2021 from a family source of the DelTondos puts Beaver County's district attorney's narrative of crime of passion inconsistent with the entry wounds on the body of Rachael DelTondo.
Investigators believe the victim knew her attacker, and this was not a random act. Investigative reporter Andy Sheen is live in Aliquippa with more. Andy.
Susan, police investigators won't say if they have a suspect, but they do believe that Rachael DelTondo knew her assailant and that this brutal murder was a crime of passion.
Rachael DelTondo was shot 9 times in the back at the bottom of her parents' driveway, where she resided with them. According to the family source, quote unquote, she was sprayed 9 times in the back. Since 2018, Aliquippa Police Department and law enforcement in Beaver County have tried to pin this murder on Sheldon Jeter Jr., the black male who was in Rachael DelTondo's car in 2016 that led to a leaked incident report in 2017, only 6 months before she was murdered. This is what mainstream media was telling the world just hours after the murder.
A death scene. That's where Rachael DelTondo was found bleeding Sunday night after reportedly going out for ice cream with a friend. And that's where Rachael DelTondo was pronounced dead of multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. Police have taken a cell phone and will try to figure out.
Shot in the chest, wounds to the chest. Beaver County District Attorney never corrected this misinformation. In fact, he doubled down on the narrative and used local bloggers and media to continue that narrative. It would be in June of 2021 that I would get that information that Rachael was actually not shot in the chest, she was shot in the back. All entry points were in the back. So the narrative that she would have seen her assailant, the perpetrator, that's purely speculation, as Rachael DelTondo was shot 9 times in the back and was at the bottom of her parents' driveway on Mother's Day evening. 10:45 p.m. Mainstream media is pushing a narrative based on incorrect information that was given to the press from the district attorney. Why? Why has this not been corrected? A crime of passion would not be 9 shots sprayed in the back. In fact, Rachael DelTondo was found in the exact same spot where she was dropped off that night after coming back from getting ice cream at the bottom of the driveway. May 2019, a year after Rachael's murder, the friend that dropped Rachael off at home that night after getting ice cream speaks publicly for the first time to Aaron Moriarty.
I don't get any of it.
Tell me what happens after that.
So I drop him off.
When I began investigating this case, I didn't realize how important these words are that Lauren Watkins says to Aaron Moriarty at the time. Lauren dropped off Rachael DelTondo the night she was murdered at 10:44 p.m. at the bottom of Rachael's driveway, the same spot where Rachael's body would be found by the authorities and the 911 caller.
I've heard that Rachael always insisted that anybody who drops her off waits to see her go in. Was that true? Was that?
It was.
But you never actually saw her go in, is that correct?
Correct.
What did you exactly see?
Just her get to the door and go for the screen.
Then what did you do?
I drove off, went to take Tyree home.
So the last person to see Rachael DelTondo alive was Lauren Watkins. She says, I normally wait and watch her go in. That night, I just watched her walk up to the side door. But Lauren Watkins wasn't the only one in that vehicle that night. Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s half-brother, Tyree Jeter, was also in that vehicle and went to Hank's to get ice cream with them. He was also in that car when they dropped off Rachael DelTondo. He, to this day, has never spoke out publicly. Joe and Lisa DelTondo, the parents of Rachael DelTondo, are owed the truth, and Rachael DelTondo deserves justice. While investigating the case of Rachael DelTondo, I was determined to put together one of the most in-depth timelines that the case has ever seen, and not just the quote-unquote white man's version. While focusing in on the Rachael DelTondo case, another year would pass, and it would be almost 2 years to the second anniversary of Rachel's murder. Then a 911 call would be placed on May 15th, 2020, that would change Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s life forever.
Where's your emergency? It is in Aliquippa. I wish I knew the name of this road, but when you get off 51, you go down Franklin, you make your first left and go right up the hill. Right up the hill. If you went down 50, immediate left off the Franklin Avenue once you came off 51. That is correct. Okay, and what's going on there? It looks like a man got hit by a car. He's not in good shape. I don't even know if he's alive. Okay, you're right there in that sharp bend? Yes. Yes.
May 16th, 2020, the following day after that 911 call, this was the evening news.
In Aliquippa, Sheldon Jeter Jr. is charged with homicide. That name may be familiar. Jeter was questioned in the Rachael DelTondo case a couple of years ago. However, police say these two cases are not connected. Amy Wattis has more on what she's learned.
There's still no motive in this case, and Tyreek Pugh's friends are wondering why he was gunned down. They say he's the type of friend that would be there for you if you were feeling down, and his laugh would fill up the room.
Happy birthday to you.
This is video of Tyreek Pugh celebrating his 30th birthday last October. A friend at the party sent it to KDKA, and it was the last birthday he'd ever celebrate after state police say he was shot to death late Friday night in Aliquippa. His body was found in the middle of Keel Street.
Like, he is not somebody that I would have expected that to happen to at all. And so it was very sad, heartbreaking.
22-year-old Sheldon Jeter Jr. is now charged with criminal homicide. Police say Jeter knew Pugh well.
He was with him earlier in the day. Whenever we interviewed him, he said that he was not with him at the time of the shooting. So the information that we received, we specifically went off of a lot of the footage.
Police say that surveillance video shows Jeter getting ice cream with Pugh and two other friends. It also shows Jeter's vehicle in two different places, leaving Keel Street soon after Pugh was shot and later at the home the two shared nearby.
At the scene, we located shells to a .380 handgun. With the warrant that we received, we searched Jeter's apartment and we found exactly that, a handgun, a .380 handgun.
Jeter's name is not unfamiliar with police. He was linked to Rachael DelTondo and said to be friends. He was questioned in her case but was never charged. Sources tell KDKA Friday's case is unrelated to the DelTondo case.
We sympathize with the family and the community. It has been 2 years. It's been an agonizing 2 years. And we understand what this has done to the family and the community and the police department.
Find out what I've done and been able to uncover and see where these cases stand today by checking out Sunset Secrets playlist, as well as staying tuned right here this evening, where I plan on showing some of my work with the nonprofit organization that I started up in March of 2021, Fight for a Family. Consider being a member of this YouTube channel, Truth and Transparency, or becoming a member of Fight for a Family by visiting www.fight4afamily.com. All right, guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome again back to Truth and Transparency. Thank you guys for being here. We got a special guest. She'll be popping on here just after, I don't know, 9:45. I said I wanted to talk to the audience before we get into the special guest with the special event. I want to talk to you guys about right here, Rachael DelTondo, Sheldon Jeter Jr. Sheldon Jeter Jr. was set up Sheldon Jeter Jr. could not be brought on charges for Rachael DelTondo's murder in 2018. And then therefore, Tyreek Pugh was collateral damage for a setup to be able to frame Sheldon Jeter Jr. for the murder of Tyreek Pugh, and then to be able to come back and charge Rachael DelTondo with, to be able to charge Sheldon Jeter Jr. with the death and homicide of Rachael DelTondo, to be able to label him a killer once, and then be able to come back around, and once a jury had already found Sheldon guilty for one murder, that they'd be able to assimilate that, he's a killer. And that's exactly what happened. District Attorney David Lozier took to the media, took to social media, and with him trying to earn votes over this past, coming into election season here in November, he used Rachel's death yet again to say, hey, we're going to release search warrants. We're going to release a bunch more information to the public. And I am now publicly naming Sheldon Jeter Jr. as, the person of interest / suspect in the Rachael DelTondo homicide. Well, I have a lot to say about that. To start, Sheldon Jeter Jr. is going to walk out of prison. Why? Well, I like to think that I had a hand in that. I was present for Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s trial. I've worked exclusively with the family since 2021 in March, thanks to Stephanie Coe, who introduced me to the family personally through her connection through Jaleesa, that was a family member. But I was able to obtain the trust of Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s family. Now you can imagine I'm a white woman, blonde hair, and I go into the streets of Aliquippa where I'm asking this family to trust me being a white woman who all the white people have failed them. Okay, here you go. How are you going to trust me? Well, I'm clearly not in it for anything other than I saw the story. I knew about Rachel's death, but I did not know about Tyreek Pugh's death. I heard about Rachel's back when that happened, but the murder of Tyreek Pugh was unknown to me until Stephanie Coe had brought it up to me personally, and believed that Sheldon Jeter Jr. was 100% innocent of Rachel's death. She believed that Frank Catropa was involved and the police were involved in Rachel's death. And she believed that I could be the one to prove that and also help this young Black male who was being railroaded. She wanted and asked me to look into the case. She believed this was her hometown and that if there was anybody that could do it, it could be me. I took that on. The reason I took it on is because I looked at the case and I felt that 100% with the information that I had reviewed through Stephanie Coe giving it to me out of Beaver, that I was able to determine that Sheldon Jeter Jr. and his family they deserved our help, not just my help, but all of you guys, and dedicated countless times driving back and forth to Aliquippa, Pennsylvania from Columbus, Ohio, which is roughly a little over 3 hours, each way. There'd be some times I would drive out in the morning and then I would drive back out to back here late at night. So that's just 6 hours and some change driving. I put everything into fight for a family, my own personal time, my own personal retirement fund. And it was brought to my attention by one person and one person only because they believed that Sheldon Jeter Jr. was innocent, and they believed that he was being framed and railroaded by the police and by Frank Catropa. And that would be Stephanie Coe, who brought that to my attention who claimed these things to me. And then therefore I moved forward with saying, okay, well, can you get me in touch with the family? She reached out because she knew somebody. They didn't want to deal with Stephanie because I was the one that was going to be doing all the work. They said, well, we want to meet with Lana. We want to make sure that this is legit and not some scrappy ass shit. They met me and they realized, holy shit, you're like our guardian angel. Where'd you come from? Why do you want to help us? And they also had to keep like their guard up because maybe I was actually from the other side just trying to get information. I would run through a building for all the people that I've met in Aliquippa. I've met some of the most amazing people. I spent a lot of time. When I say a lot of time, I'm talking sometimes. I got COVID in Aliquippa. I had to spend, and Sheldon's family took care of me during the time that I got COVID while I was there. And so I could not travel back. Their family took care of me. And that Aliquippa was like a second home to me from 2021 and, April till we had the trial in June of 2021. And then I went to his attorneys and I said, I cannot believe that you did not do a better job you guys didn't do anything for this boy. And I said that I told the family that they needed to get one of the best appellate attorneys, somebody that's going to advocate for Sheldon because Sheldon's innocent and I can prove it. And they did. They went out and got the best in Corey Woods. And it's just night and day if you actually have somebody that can, fight for you and truly believe in your innocence and is willing to spend the time to do it and work with the right people. I've had the pleasure to speak with Corey Woods at a Penn State Criminal Justice Club. I've had the pleasure of working with Jamie Brown's attorney, who was another gentleman out of Aliquippa that was framed in a police killing back 20 years before this. So Aliquippa is known for some setups and for some corruption with local law enforcement that eventually turned Pennsylvania State Police. So I've had my fair share of experiences dealing with the Pennsylvania State Police Department and the local law enforcement, to include the district attorney, David Lozier, who tried to set me up for a wiretapping / trespassing. He tried to violate my rights. I went straight to a civil attorney, contacted him, told him that I had received an email that I was not supposed to receive because David Lozier said reply all. He sent me an email that I was not supposed to receive because what a moron. He said reply all. They tried to evict Delsha from her housing. And there were people that were involved in the internet, to include Stephanie Coe, involved with getting Delsha and trying to get Delsha evicted. Stephanie Coe then went on a rampage to defame Sheldon Jr.'s mother and saying that she was the one responsible for killing people. I mean, it has just been unreal. The miracle, or I should say the roller coaster ride that I've been on with this case. But all of it will come to light here because what has been uncovered in the past, 72 hours is truly something that I could never imagine in a million thousand years happening. It was bad enough that Sheldon Jr. was railroaded by local law enforcement, state police, to be framed for the murder of Tyreek Pugh with the help of family members. But to think that a nonprofit that was helping Sheldon Jr. and his family would actually work against the family and try to sabotage Sheldon Jr.'s freedom. These are all things that I can prove. And these are bombshells. And they would have never been discovered had certain people not taken things to a certain level. So the best thing that I can say is that I'm willing to be put through a hot seat for a little bit if it means that an innocent Black young male can come home. And he will. He's innocent as fuck. They all know it. There was a staged 911 call before I guess you could say the body was where it was. The family, due to my involvement, was able to obtain Scott Roeder, to be the expert that does Sheldon's recreation of the crime scene, to show that so many things that were never done for him the first time will get done here the second time. But to know that somebody that was involved in my organization completely sabotaged and went after a mother, an innocent Black mother, and an innocent Black son, because I didn't talk to her enough by saying hello in text messages, or that I didn't acknowledge her enough in, with her volunteer role. These are all, again, all things that I can prove. But to think that a volunteer for my Fight for a Family nonprofit, in fact, was the reason that I ever took on this case, would then be the sole reason that this got sabotaged or attempted to be sabotaged. You just can't even imagine that. And these were all things that I had to turn over to the family. And I was met with open arms for my loyalty, my hard work. I represent Aliquippa. Aliquippa is my people. They'll always be my people. They gave me a chance. They welcomed me into their community. I would break bread every day with Aliquippa, hands down. But we have unfinished business, like as they say in sports, and we're going to finish it. So, but the truth is out there. And not only did the district attorney use Rachael DelTondo's death to try to get votes here in November, but people that claim to want to help this family tried to literally impede a man's freedom. And I just can't even believe that. So, but I can say thank you to those that that thought this was going to go any way other than the way that it's going to go. So thank you for being jealous, I guess you could say. But the stuff that's going on in these different communities on YouTube, and what people are doing to try to go real life, you are truly affecting or trying to affect. I can prove, and I already have proven, Sheldon Jeter Jr. did not kill Tyreek Pugh, and Sheldon Jeter Jr. did not kill Rachael DelTondo. And there are people that literally are trying to go for me by going to impede Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s freedom. I'm right here. I'm right here. I just can't even believe it. But the best thing about it is that I have all the evidence. Every single text message that you've sent, every single DM that you have sent, everything. And the best part about it is that you don't think that I knew that there's trolls out there. You don't think that I knew that people were coming for me when I started a YouTube channel in the first place. Yep, sure did. Sure did, so much that you want to talk about testing people. You want to talk about me saying things to people to see who the mole is. If there's one thing about me, you may have to lose some battles to win some wars. And that's something that I was taught in sports. And I thank my coaches for that. And when you do things the right way, like I said, you may lose some battles, but you ain't going to lose any wars. And but what people think that they can try to do, it's up. The gig's up. The gig is way up. And I have it right here. In fact, I'm going to read it. The same person that came to me wanting me to help Sheldon Jeter Jr. went to one of my volunteers and legit had the audacity to say and write it in words. I mean, I can't even believe this. I have no idea what's going on. She's doing Watt stuff to get views and super chats. Delsha is horrible. I have so many stories I can tell you about her. Delsha is Sheldon's mom. I do know the original people I set her up with, Bear and his wife. Bear is Sheldon's uncle. They will no longer talk to her. This is just complete lies. The DelTondos will not either. Again, complete lies. I'm not a person to gossip or be hateful. I am just concerned. If she would just listen to suggestions, no, she wouldn't though. She needs to look at Delsha. She's the only one with access to everything. Plus, it was told to us the first night we met with his family. He knows who murdered Pugh, but won't tell because of street code. Street code means covering for family. Sheldon's childhood, his mother was in jail for stabbing her friend over weed. Rumors are he didn't want Juju to grow up that way. There's just so much more. There's so much more. Again, the lies that came from a volunteer for Fight for a Family and a volunteer here that wanted to mod for the channel. And not only that, but sought out me and wanted to get information on the Watts, I guess you could say. This person who sought me out in 2020 literally did I can't even, I have no words. I literally have no words, but all I know is I have the truth. And I am going to 100% cooperate with whatever the families of Sheldon want to do. I said that I would give them whatever they needed, and that I believe that this that this person is responsible for a lot of pain, a lot of lies, and I don't have words. I don't even know what to say. Juju is Sheldon's half brother. Delsha's 2-year-old. She's never with. I don't think Lana cares about me. She just knows I know a lot. I was kind of afraid if I didn't come back, I'd be hit with a cease and desist or something. I wasn't talking to anyone or ever planning to talk to anyone. I just didn't want the drama or my name in public. Shift happened scared me to death already. I feel bad for dropping all of this on you tonight. When I went to the restaurant with her and Delsha, I thought she might have a drinking problem. We got kicked out of a restaurant. Delsha and her being loud and crude. I'm a very reserved person, quiet and kind and prudish. I cannot even repeat the next lines that come out of this woman's mouth that she types in to a third party. I can't even say them because they're that unbelievable. This woman is saying that the police, that Delsha went batshit crazy. They told them, one, then leave or authorities will be called. I left before I walked over to Walmart. It's next door. I'm so afraid Delsha is going, if she isn't already, blackmailing Lana somehow. This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I don't want Lana to think that I hate her or that I'm out to get her like these creators. I just think she needs help before something she can't fix happens. Were you in the accused group, the other party says? Yes, where I met her, accused group. I was Gail Weathers for her Shazam videos. Do you know her family? Do you know Lana's family or anyone to sit down with her and talk to her? I'm just afraid she will lose Jax, my son. And that will really send her down a very bad road. This is February 5th, 2022. Just to put things in perspective. Can you look in mod chat? Can you see if there's anything in there? I just looked in. Nothing was mentioned about you. I didn't watch any of the live. I love when I say stuff in the mod chat and just get completely ignored. Seems to happen more and more. This woman, because she was being ignored, she felt, but she wasn't. Thought that her correct path was to ruin and sabotage a man's freedom, an innocent man's freedom for your fucking what? Because I didn't fucking respond to you? Are you out of your fucking mind? Who do these people think that they are? I think she thought it would help her somehow if she slept with Keisha or Kara or whatever name it is. I walked in on that. What? You walked in on me sleeping with a family member of Sheldon Jeter Jr.? Excuse me? She is also paying for Delsha's phone to talk to Sheldon. Delsha had a prepaid card and Sheldon couldn't call from jail. He didn't want Delsha at court either. This is all fucking lies. All of it. Every fucking single sentence of this is a lie. Today was really bad. She needs to remember she's asking for money for lawyers. Today she was bragging about money, traveling, etc. I don't know. I just have a very bad feeling about Colorado. It all started in Colorado. Watt's case, including all end there to her own case. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about Colorado too. I don't have such a great feeling about her winning her stuff with her ex-wife either. What in the fuck? There was nothing in chat about it until she said she won. Won what? Says Stephanie. I was embarrassed, says Stephanie. February 8th, 2022. February 8th, 2022. Then she completely shares my personal custody and contempt that I filed on somebody. Thought that you would share this. And then completely lie about what it is about. I'm gonna just pray for you. I'm gonna fucking pray for you. When Delsha and her started dating, so I'm saving all of this. I will not lie under oath. Your boyfriend probably thinks we're all crazy. Sorry. I honestly don't know. I don't see Megan doing that. The fuck? Now she's talking about Megan Barbudo. Classic narcissist. How does she communicate with the new wrenches on the channel? They're not in our chat. I don't even think they have a chat with her. Canadian Mama made a comment in live chat one time that said mod chat, and Lana very quickly said there is no mod chat, and she only has a chat with her besties. Weird. So she love bombs them individually. Canadian Mama is totally 100% devoted to Lana. She just started school to be a paralegal. How convenient, right? Wow. These are all Fight for a Family volunteers and Truth and Transparency volunteers that created a alternative personality called Shift Happens and trolled themselves, trolled the other mods, trolled Sheldon's family. And why do I feel like she's still one of my friends? I mean, honestly, what can we even do? I'd say stage an intervention, but I don't think it'd accomplish anything at all. Her live at noon, she was talking about going on tour. So if she's broke, how is she going to go on tour? Also, what happened to that guy she met in Florida? Remember, she thought he was offering her a job. Plus, she said her lawyer was offering her a job. This is why I think she's lost touch with reality. I'm afraid she's going to get in trouble for not having a PI license in Ohio, yet claiming she is one. You can't do that in Ohio. I've never claimed to be a private investigator. This is absolutely fucking insane. This is what was told to the family. Diane and I were told the same day together. Then the brick through the window test. I felt like it was a test too, because she told me by myself and told me not to say anything. And yeah, she even admitted about the brick being a test. Do you remember that? How did she tell you about Delsha? It was a test. It was a test. The brick thing made me furious. Not initially, but afterwards when I realized what she had done and how she was trying to test us. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a dummy. I've never been pulled over, so there's no juicy criminal record to dig up on me. Lana is live, so nobody can talk. I just feel at times we are just nothing to her. She tells us they're all trolls, too. Agreed. I'm a single mom who lives alone. I don't need weirdos stalking me. She sent Sandy a cease and desist. Yep, she sure did. If it involved money, I think she would come after us. The past 2 nights, I have sat up pondering this all night. This is February 8th still of 2022. Right after I was served a PPO paperwork. I'd really like to know if the donation money is going to lawyers. I hate this. Why did it have to turn out this way? The website lost money due to her promising the world and doing nothing. Also, the way that she speaks. Last night, I played it over and over in my head. I don't even know. I mean, I can't even keep up. I have no idea who these people are either. I absolutely hate YouTube. Oh, on the live this morning, rumor has it that Lana made all of her wrenches send nudes to her. And everyone in YouTube has the nudes of us. What the fuck? I never sent shit to her. I never sent anything to her either. Red Kim is the same Kim from Crafton and Kim. You guys, she was live for almost 12 hours last night. I think these other mods think they're famous or something strange. At this point, I think I could easily leave the mod chat, no questions. I'm being ignored daily. Wait, she was live again today? Or is it the super long live from last night? So Grim mentioned the mods nudes and Titty Tuesdays. I know none of us sent her nudes, but I think there's probably something going on that we don't know about. I know she had nudes from a girl from the accused group, so maybe that's what Grim is referring to? And she thinks the girl is a mod? Seven months later. Hey, what's been going on? Did you delete your account? I have no idea. I haven't talked to that person in probably almost a year. I'm working 2 jobs and kids have sports, school, etc. Everything. All right? Is everything all right? Oh, I thought you guys were friends. I can't find her on Facebook. I looked. I can't find her either. We were friends, but I stopped doing YouTube and all of that craziness, and I haven't talked to anyone really. This was September 4th of 2022. I hated YouTube since day one. Hope all is well with you. This isn't fucking insane. Oh, I thought you guys were friends. I can't find. Oh, I don't. I'm doing okay. I take it you haven't spoke to Lana either? I said hi to her on Messenger a while back. I feel bad I haven't talked to anyone. Life has just been busy with kids and work. Well, shit's about to get motherfucking real. Again, this channel name is called Truth and Transparency. And the person that brought, the person that came to me and asked me to look into Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s case, and said that he was innocent and that he was being railroaded by the corrupt cops in Aliquippa and in Pennsylvania, period, in Beaver, and that Beaver was really racist, and that she wanted me to look into this case. This is the same person that asked me to do, I was literally 2 weeks, when was it? January 29th of 2021. So I was 4 weeks away from going, and it was already planned to go to Denver with the Watts family, with Ronnie Watts. And the timing was very interesting, that all of a sudden this woman from my Facebook group, she was all about the Watts case. And when I had gotten all my reservations and everything to go with the family, I got them Jane Fisher, one of the best criminal defense attorneys in Colorado, hands down. She's actually one of Barry Morphew's attorneys. I lined up a meeting with her, did a presentation for her and her husband and her team, and she said that she would take the case. With that said, right before I had done all that, all of a sudden this girl comes to me because she was a member. I shouldn't say a member, but she was in my Facebook group where I showed all the information about my Chris Watts stuff. And she wanted me to look into the Rachael DelTondo case. And basically it was really weird looking back at it now, is that she was trying to pull me away from, I guess you could say, what I was doing. But this is the same person that reached out to the family and put me in contact with the family, and is the sole purpose and that how I even ended up in Aliquippa. And I thought that she truly cared. I thought that she was real. I met her, numerous times. I know that a lot of the mods, what they thought bonded with her, they held on to a lot of her, I guess you could say, secrets, or personal stuff that you would talk about. And this woman lied to a lot of people, including law enforcement. And I don't know if she thinks that she can just play certain cards in life, and that you can just get away with things like that because of whatever you're going to claim, but that's not how things work. But she ruined a lot of people. She affected a lot of the people that I consider friends. She ruined a lot of people that I consider one of the kindest people. I mean, they were donating their time to help Sheldon and his family. They were donating their time to help my cause with wanting to help people. And I take full blame, because I should have vetted the people that I allowed to be close to something like this. So I take full blame for not vetting them, which only proves that I'm not a stalker. Which only proves that I didn't know what this world consisted of when this whole concept of trolling people, I didn't know that. But I'm willing to take that. But what I'm not going to take, lies. I'm not going to let you defame a family member of Sheldon Jeter Jr. I'm not going to let you defame myself. I'm not going to let you or anybody that you were involved with come for my family, come for myself, in any type of, criminal shit that you are trying to put against myself and others. So I had to obtain one of the best criminal defense attorneys in Columbus, Ohio. And that's all I will say. But it's very important to understand that what this channel does, it's real. These are real people. These are real lives that have been affected. And we have to remember that. And that's why if you see something, you say something. If you don't like what you hear or you don't want to be a part of something, then that's it. But we don't allow trolling. We don't allow anything that could affect someone's life to the extent that people that were involved with my nonprofit did. And that's just fact. And it's all going to come out. And I wanted to be the first one to tell everybody. And that's why the video that you saw when this whole thing kicked off had to do with Sheldon Jeter Jr. and Rachael DelTondo, because that's, it was in Beaver County. But the best part about all of this is that this all happened before I had the army that I have now. This all happened when I had 4,000 people because of all the defamation. I went from having 4,000 people following this channel in, what was it? October, November of 2022 to literally getting 40,000 people instantly, because I said I was going to cover the next case that I deemed that was mainstream media, like real-time case, not a cold case or not something that's, out of the media. And that was the Idaho4 case. And you're damn right, I fucking slamming this case because this is what I'm good at. This is what my talents are. And that's just it. That's just fact. So take your fucking stupid ass shit and watch me rain all over your lives, because that's what's about to happen. To the point of, I had an amazing conversation with Sheldon's mom an hour ago. And she said, let's do the damn thing. I said, you're damn fucking right we are. So look the fuck out. You've never met a motherfucker like me. I can promise you that. Again, welcome to Truth and Transparency. I do have a guest for you guys. Let's do it. It would be in June of 2021 that I would get that information that Rachael was actually not shot in the chest. She was shot in the back. All entry points were in the back. So the narrative that she would have seen her assailant, the perpetrator, that's purely speculation, as Rachael DelTondo was shot 9 times in the back and was at the bottom of her parents' driveway on Mother's Day evening. 10:45 p.m. Mainstream media is pushing a narrative based on incorrect information that was given to the press from the district attorney. What is up? I don't even know how to work this damn thing. What's up, Ms. Vargas? How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you okay.
I can't understand how to make this shit work. Hold on.
Okay, well, here, hold on one second. God, I need some ice
Be
cream.
myself, not because I'm conceited, just in case there's like something that shouldn't be
Oh God, what's that
showing.
beeping noise?
Oh, it's the fire alarm. I actually was gonna ask you guys, because don't laugh. I've had a hell of a fucking day. Let me tell you. Let me just tell you really quick.
Oh
This
shit!
is
Wait,
so-
hold on.
Yeah, see, I don't know. You're already getting rid of me.
We're good.
I do woodworking, right? So I've been building my iguana a custom cage, and on Sunday, don't laugh. On Sunday, he escaped the temporary cage he's in, and I found the little fucker outside. And I brought him back and like put him in like more of a hardcore like solitary confinement prison. While I built him, mind you, this luxurious like freaking condo. It's gorgeous. So I go to Michael's today to get all the last minute flowers and like leaves, and I'm ready to go. And I come home and the motherfucker escaped again, and he's gone. Can't find him. So clearly he wants.
So clearly he doesn't want to be in that hut.
No, I think he just doesn't love me. He just is like.
What's your iguana's name?
Midori.
Midori.
All of my animals have very unique names. Midori, like the liqueur, Midori sour. You know, one of my favorites.
Cool. Well, guess what? You get the best live ever because we get to talk about cases that like you're not gagged on.
Oh, yay!
So
that's my favorite.
I know, right? So everybody knows
what you didn't tell me. What am I doing here tonight? Why did you? I want to say, could it have something to do with the fact that you see that I've? Oh shit! Is that Cindy in the fucking chat?
Yeah,
Just
Cindy's
saw her
there. I think
little
somewhere. I'm
ass.
trying to find her.
You didn't. Did you notice that I've been kind of low key, like creeping, like watching your show lately? I can't comment too much, but I've made a couple hellos.
Girl, I'm so famous. I don't even know who comments in here.
Oh,
girl, I got the feds.
Wait,
I got the feds coming at me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let me bow down to the fucking fairy princess. Shit.
No, you're the one that got the feds coming at you. Feds.
Hey, I got it. I got mac and cheese homemade. They can come and join.
Oh, mac and cheese.
I got drinks for them next time.
Oh, we're gonna feed the feds. They're gonna be like, we're never going back there again. Mac and cheese.
No, they don't want to come see me. Trust me. So what's going on? What am I doing here? What are we talking about?
You know, everybody wants to talk about all this DNA crap. So, but what I want to talk about is,
well, then you want to know what I want to tell them? I'm going to screw with all of your guests right now. Okay.
Shit.
Oh God. What do you call them? Your fan base? Your, I'm so stressed out about how to catch your lizard. Is that N.I. Joe? I'm stressed out about how to catch my lizard too. I know it's in the garage, but I don't know where in the garage. In the garage, iguana mini. Oh my God. You guys, I'm just going to show you. Listen, I'm going to show you because I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but like I hooked this damn thing up. Okay. This guy, this lizard of mine, like this is not what I built him is not like, you know, like a condominium on the second. Look at this. Let me see if you can see this. First of all, it's 6 foot tall. Okay. Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh wow. It's 6
feet. Well, are you being a smart ass? It is 6 feet tall. You could see a little, this is a little blurrier, but whatever. I would live in that, okay? And you want to run away from me? Like, good luck. Good luck surviving with the other creatures. I'm not coming to look for you. I did for several hours today, about 7 hours. But it is what it is. So look at N.I. Joe. She is literally me. I am her.
Yeah, she goes by Mandy.
Is she talking about you or me? Because if
she's talking about you,
I need a new best friend. I don't have friends. Nobody likes me.
We're on the hunt, guys. We have a missing iguana. Okay, and we're gonna totally find this missing iguana. We're gonna have to make like a
we have a
missing person
group
flyer. Missing iguana.
No,
flyer.
I already did. Listen.
Oh, you did.
I'm not kidding you because we have like I said, our local whatever group here in town, and I legit posted and I'm not shitting you, just so you could see. This is where I found him on Sunday, okay? And I just posted this in our residents group, and I said, if you happen to spot an iguana, shut the fuck up.
What is going on over there? That bird.
I know. I said, if you happen to spot an iguana cruising around First and James, it's likely Midori, my naughty juvenile who has enjoyed escaping while I build her new cage. I made a post, a wanted flyer. She's wanted now. I don't have, nope. Well, I've got 5 comments thus far. And all
it's
they
probably
like.
JLR. Is it JLR?
Who the fuck is JLR? What is that?
It's a joke. It's a joke. All right. So,
all right, what are we doing?
We'll keep it moving. We're gonna put up those posters for you. Don't worry about it. Okay. So here it goes.
I feel like I might have to take a time out and go bring Loki.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take you off. Go ahead and do all that.
Let me bring him over.
I got you. I'm gonna just. Boy, I mean, thank God she can do DNA. No joke. So earlier I asked her, I was like, hey, do you want to come on? I'm doing something that you could probably talk about so you're not gagged. Because we've been prepping and doing work in Joe Cannon's case. And so she's like, I got to find my damn iguana. And then here I am thinking about the, pet detective. And I'm like, iguana. So we have a missing iguana. Look out. We're going to set up totally. Now 3 birds are screaming. I try to handle that. So, but what we were doing tonight, okay, is I have, it's to have some fun with y'all. True crime gets crazy. It's really kind of depressing sometimes. And so I said, hey, I want you to take somebody from the crowd. I get to take someone from the crowd. And we're going to rotate, and we're going to do some little bit of fun here on Tuesday night, mixed in with a little bit of true crime. That way people can, you like that? Lana's like, go deal with that chirp and shit. Okay. Are you good?
I'm back. Yeah. I brought Loki is here with us. Say hello, Loki. Here he is.
Told you it's that fucking detective over there.
He has a child's toy. Oh my God. He's going to attack me. Okay. We're good. We're good. If he feels like he's part of the show, look, I have a fucking circus here. I'm sorry.
I know you do. I think we did a tour. I'm kidding. Okay, so I was just explaining to everybody that this is how tonight's show is going. It's a little mix of true crime. It's a little mix of I want to give back to the members, subscribers, their opportunity to, when I drop the link, one of the members will be, or the subscribers will be with you, and the other will be with me. And
what are you doing?
We are
going to be appropriate.
Oh, it's totally appropriate. It's just like,
okay.
There's 2 things in life I love. True crime and like board games, like anything games. That's why I created a trivia company back in the day. So it's a mix of us talking about true crime, but at the same time, me seeing if I'm smarter than you or not.
Oh, fuck. I'm not going to do good on this shit. That's not fair.
I'm kidding. It's for the
right.
members.
No,
it's for the members. It's like a celebrity night. It's
Bring
like a celebrity night, okay?
Bring it on.
So here we go.
I was watching your, let me just say, your true crime question you were asking people the other day of like, what was your first true crime? And I actually remembered mine because I wanted carrots, and my mom was like watching something on TV, and she's like, don't cut your fucking finger off. And I'm in there cutting carrots for the first time, and I literally cut my fucking finger. And the case that was on was Adam Walsh, the America's Most Wanted?
Yeah, his son.
The son. That was my first experience to, opening the door.
Like why he started his whole
Well, this was actually like the reenactment kind of movie show. I don't know. I was young.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I won't tell you how old I was, because then you'll know how old I am. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, we mean.
All right, let's get down.
24.
What are we talking about? Give me something good. I want a good topic.
This is what we're talking about here.
I got Loki. He's my teammate here. We're gonna fuck shit up, right? Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Okay. So yes, Unsolved Mysteries. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, guys. There's the link. All right. So here we go. This is how it works. All right. I never do this because I don't ever allow people on my panel. It's a very sacred. It's like an altar. So what's going to happen is that the 2 people you're considered on panel. So there's going to be 2 people that I allow up, and then we're going to basically whatever the name is. So since Gabriella's name comes G before T, so the first name that pops up the same type of like way, like
Wait, you don't get to pick my person? It's like
no, that
automated?
way it's fair. That's why it's just fair. I'm a fair competitor.
What rules do you play by? All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me someone. I don't care.
Oh, so wait, did I put that in chat? Here you go. Go ahead, Mandy. Go ahead, mods.
Do I have to click something?
No, Dre Latina. Yeah, Dr. Latina. She's our first
Dre
guest.
Latina. Okay.
I love her.
All right. Do I get to talk in Spanish?
Por
How come I don't
supuesto.
get to see her?
Buenas tardes.
Ay, buenas tardes.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you, I see Frida Kahlo on your wall.
Honey.
And let me tell you,
honey,
let me tell you something about Frida.
Give it to me, and then I'm going to show you something about Frida.
I want you to know that I love Frida for many reasons, and I know you're gagged, so you really can't, I do not want a comment out of your mouth. I just want to tell you that Frida Kahlo is the queen of bushy eyebrows.
You are so correct. And you know what? I actually dressed up as Frida Kahlo one Halloween. And I think that was a slam dunk for me.
Let me tell you. Okay, go ahead, honey.
No, I do I get to pick her? Can I have her on my team? We already are like we're blending here.
Okay,
yeah,
we're bonding, but I want to give you a better bond than even that.
No, but I want to show you. I actually have
Frida
tattooed on me.
Really?
I do.
I love Frida. She is the bee's knees.
Yeah, she's here, I'll show you. This is wrapped around my leg. It goes all the way around. And if you look,
oh my God, I love it.
She is smoking a cigarette and her shirt says Daft Punk. What?
Oh my gosh. I love her.
She's like this big. She's probably like at least like 14 inches on my leg.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you that I think we're trauma bonding because, and I think I can one up you on your, not on the tattoo, but
come on,
but on the costume, because I grew up looking like Frida with my mono bushy brow.
Oh, you might have me there.
But I thank God.
Might.
Yeah, thank God for electrolysis and laser and all that. Now I've got 2 beautiful brows. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Oh wait. So
you know what?
We can. You guys like bonding over your teammate bondage?
Yeah.
Almost attacked.
Oh, there you go. Come on, where is Cindy? Lana. Oh, well, Lana gave up her.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna show you this right here. Tell me how I did not rock that shit.
Oh my God, you did rock it. Holy cannoli.
That's, I mean,
wait,
let me tell
you.
How
does the monobrow?
It was more of here's a still shot.
Okay. Wait, okay, the only thing is you didn't do a monobrow.
Well, there's little spigots of it. I tried to do a cleaner look. little spigots.
Okay, TNT Lanita.
Well, I'll tell you. You know what? You know what? The funny thing is, actually, when I was in foster care group homes, and it was like the chola thing to do to shave your eyebrows. Well, mine never really grew back. So I finally got them to a point where like I grew enough. So the other day I went to get them like shaped, and the lady she didn't speak English, and I laid down. She's like, "Here, lay down." I'm like, "Okay." So I lay down, and she said, what you want? I said, "Oh, my eyebrows. Can you like shape them because they're all bushy?" And she said, "Oh, you don't have eyebrow." And I'm like, No, I do. I just want them shaped. She goes, "No, but you need upper lip. You want upper lip?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want my upper lip. What are you telling me?" Terrible.
Oh, I can relate. It's a Latin thing. Okay, so
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
ask.
So, anyways,
I have to ask Lana one real quick thing, and then I didn't mean to hijack your show.
No, I want you to. I mean, yeah, please. I need a break.
Do you know who Frida Kahlo is? Or
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah. I used to live in Key West, baby. Come on now.
Okay, so you know the whole 9 yards. Okay.
Yes. The unibrow got me. You got me at unibrow.
Yeah, exacto. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the game? Are we playing a game?
Okay, well, I mean, nobody wants to be my motherfucking partner. Here, let me put this. I just need a partner, but for the first round, I guess I won't have a partner.
Wait, she could be your partner. I'll be by myself. Loki and I can ride solo.
Okay, but
somebody will hit it. Someone will tap the thing.
Loki,
there we
Loki
go.
knows how to answer the questions. Come on, you ready? You be my partner?
I got a partner now. Mama Hen's my partner. What's up, girl?
I'm trying to figure out how to turn off my audio or my visual.
Oh my God, there's a face. How come I couldn't see my partner, but you could see yours? That's cheating.
She's
mine. I'm in bed. I'm in bed with my
I don't give a shit.
No, but I've got my
camera on.
Let me tell you something. I've got my slap on. Do you know what a slap is?
You know what? I don't care. I want to see you like Mrs. Doubtfire with your big mask on your face.
No,
let's see
I
it.
have a slap on. No, I have a slap is a satin lined cap for those of us with ethnic hair that you stuff it up in there.
Like a do-rag, but for women.
Exactly.
Oh,
so I've got it's looking rough. So I can't come on at this time.
Come on. All right.
No.
Fine.
Another night I will.
Here we go.
Oh yes,
okay,
ma'am.
so
you said a slap. I got a slap.
Latina is your partner. I'm gonna have to mute you, Gabby. Latina is your partner. We're gonna play the ESPN game where like you get muted out. And I have my partner here, which is Mama Hen. So, but since hi, what happens here that way like it's totally not cheating. And this way that I can play, you're gonna see how this works. I want to make sure that if I go like this, okay, perfect. So that's the way that I don't have to see it, and I'm gonna look the other way. Okay.
So this is an actual card game we're playing together?
You're my partner right now. We're doing one round against them and one round we're together, and it's whoever gets the most points, and it's Family Feud style.
Awesome.
But it's like it's
good,
related.
Good luck to you.
It's related to things that's like murder, true crime. And I'm doing this for the sole purpose of our members. This is a members live that I wanted to do. So this is a way for people that aren't members to see like, hey, we get to do something like this with Lana with like a celebrity on panel. Yep. Become a member.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a baby by me. Be a millionaire.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. We're going to unmute Gabby.
How come she's not mute? What the fuck? They're fucking us.
All right. Let me ask a question. I'm not very good with games. So do I?
Neither am I.
Is there a button I press, or how do I know when to go?
No, you're good. So what we're gonna do?
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Okay, so you guys have played Family Feud before, right?
Long ago and far away.
Okay, you've seen it. You've seen
it. Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna say name something you buy that you hope you never have to use, and Gabby's gonna go first, and there's 5 answers that you're going to try to get all 5.
I see.
And if you can get all 5, you're going to get all those points. If not, we have a chance to get the points.
So Gabby
and basically whoever wins gets to stay on with that person, and then a new person will come up.
Gotcha. So Gabby goes first. So you try to name all 5 and then I go, or
no. It's going to go one guess for Gabby, then you get a guess.
Yeah, alternates. It alternates. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it specific to something like household items or sex toys?
No.
Or like
no. I mean, you could
we're
guess sex toys.
Way too deep. We're clearly very deep thinkers because we're making a simple card game.
Right. We're like
so much more difficult than necessary.
I want to make sure.
I want to win.
You want the rules?
I want the answers here. Body bag, coffin. I was thinking hemorrhoid cream. I liked it. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? So Gabby gets to go first again. Name something you buy that you hope you never have to use.
Well, wait, I just said hemorrhoid cream.
Okay, hemorrhoid cream, Miss Vargas, is not up
Wait,
there.
wait, you have to buy? Say it again.
Oh, come on, she's a cheater.
Name something you buy. Name something that you
I
buy.
do buy.
That you hope you never have to use. So I'll let you go again, Miss Vargas. That's your one.
Okay,
warning.
something I buy that I hope I never have to use.
Yeah.
I'd say a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, because chat said it. That is correct. That is going to get you 14 points right now.
Oh, we're collecting points?
Yep, I just went ahead and said it. That's the second answer on the
All
board.
right.
It's going to go now to your partner here, Dr. Latina.
Yes, ma'am.
Name something you buy that you hope you never have to use.
A cemetery plot.
Coffin or plot? Yes, that's number 3.
Fuck.
Damn, girl, that was a good one. Back to Miss Vargas. Name something you buy that you hope you never have to use.
Oh my god. Something you buy that you don't have to use. I don't. Condoms.
I would go with condoms.
That's what I just said. Condoms.
Oh shit! It's not up there. There you go.
All right. All right. It's fine.
It's gonna go back down here to your partner here, Dr. Latina. Name something you buy that you hope you never have to use.
The Plan B post-coital pregnancy prevention pill.
Yes, all of that.
Okay.
All of that.
Well, that's not good. That's that is gonna be worth 2 strikes now.
I would have said anal beads or something like that.
Well, it's coming back to you if you want to go. You would buy anal beads but never use them.
This is like
why would you buy? Sorry.
Why would you buy them if you're not going to use them? So go ahead.
My kids thought they were a toy. They look like.
Geez.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, something that I buy, that I do buy.
Yeah, something that you buy that you hope you never have to use.
I'm gonna say a coffin.
She already said
no,
that.
No, I don't. Oh, I thought she said a plot.
Yeah, same thing. I said yeah, that's the same thing.
Is it something I do buy or something that
It's name something you buy. You're gonna buy this, but that you hope that you never have to use it. So
okay.
You're gonna buy it, but you're just hoping that you never have to use it. Like
spinach.
She said spinach.
We're gonna go ahead and give you that 3rd strike, Ms. Vargas.
Loki is laughing. He's laughing at us.
That is amazing.
Probably agrees.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now since I have already seen it, I can't guess, but my partner here can. For the steal here, name something you buy that you hope you never have to use.
Like a first aid kit.
Oh, you cheated.
That's probably
you
too broad. How did I Google?
She Googled
I can screenshot. I'm not going to cheat, I swear.
No, the first aid kit is not up there. So we got our strike, but that doesn't mean what was up. They're going to keep their points, which isn't that many. Don't worry.
It was 14, if I remember. I should start.
14 plus 10 is 24. Gun was
COVID
number 1.
testing kit.
Gun was number 1, man. Gun. And then
something you buy.
Yeah, you buy a gun. You hope you never have to use it.
That's true.
I don't buy a gun.
We have to mute Gabby there for a second. Gun is number 1. Fire extinguisher is number 2. Coffin plot was 3. Life auto insurance was 4, and then jumper cables was 5. So they're going to get their 24 points. So this is our chance here, Mama Hen. Otherwise, we are. Well, I get to stay, but you would have to leave. Oh my God, that's she's.
I understand.
Okay. But so the only way that this is fair is I can't look.
Yes,
so I'm gonna need you. Actually. Okay. I'm gonna take
Did you say actually or Ashley? Because Ashley is my first name, but I never go about use it. I mean, did you bet me?
Okay, so how this will work is just I'll just continue to host it, and we'll see if you stay on or
Yeah, that was fair.
Yep. Okay.
You're the
here you
host
go.
of the game.
Okay, here you go. Name something people do to destroy or hide incriminating evidence. So Miss Vargas will go first for your team.
Say that again. What to hide or destroy?
Yeah,
incriminating evidence?
name something people do to destroy or hide incriminating evidence.
They bury it with an endangered plant on top.
Okay, so Barry
Ooh.
is up there. So Barry's on there.
So would you consider like, oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Would you consider deleting the same as burying? Because some people might delete footage, text messages, phone calls, and such.
That wouldn't
Do you
be
think that would
considered
be
the same.
burying information? Oh.
So would you saying what are you going with?
Deleting
Okay.
visual, audio, and
All right,
evidence.
that's not up there. But back to
Way
Ms.
to go,
Vargas.
Lena.
Back to Ms. Vargas. Name something people do to destroy or hide incriminating evidence.
They burn it.
They do burn it for 81 points. So you got 81. You got
Look, I didn't go to college for this. No, I'm just kidding. What about? Oh, it's still Miss Gabby's turn.
No, your turn, babe.
Okay. I don't know. This is gonna sound morbid, but like corrosion of a chemical.
What'd you say, hon?
Corrosion of like using a chemical.
Okay.
Whether like cleaning it up, bleach, or whether.
We're gonna have to go with your second strike there. So back to Miss Vargas here. Name something people do to destroy or hide incriminating evidence.
They put it in a vault. They hide it. Put it somewhere. They stash it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you shred it. I'm gonna give you shred it. Going back here to Mama Hen here. There's two more answers. The number one answer still has not been said, and then the last answer out of the top five. Name something people do to destroy or hide incriminating evidence.
Hire a cleanup.
Idaho4, baby.
You know.
No, that is going to be the third strike.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I did try.
You did. Burn it was number 1, and murder somebody was number 5.
Well, I mean, I thought that we were covering up the murder. Not. I think I'm probably too glued to Idaho4 that I'm thinking like we're just gonna have to kill.
She says pawn it. Back here we go. Next up.
Okay, go ahead. What are we doing?
J9 Wheels. You get Miss Vargas as your teammate. Let's see if you can get it all.
Yeah, but
I don't know how to do this. Am I on?
Don't worry, neither do I. But what the hell is blinking behind you?
Oh, it's my new boyfriend.
Wait.
Did you get him that mic? Is he like velvety?
He was $5 at the dollar store.
He's fucking creepy.
I love him.
Wait,
so
he was
much.
$5 at the dollar store?
$5.
My dollar store is only $1. Yours is $5?
I got him at Tallahassee.
We're gonna have to mute Miss Vargas there. So,
okay.
You know what that part in the interruption is? That's like the best show ever.
Okay,
welcome, J9 Wheels.
Hi, sweetheart.
God, I'm so glad that you came up here.
I am too. Okay, I'm ready to go.
So right now nobody has gotten all 5 yet. You have a chance to. The best has been 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's like the Meatloaf song, you know. So your guys' category is name the person you feel most guilty lying to.
Who goes first?
Gabby, Miss Vargas here will go first.
Biscuit. Okay.
I don't lie. So
but
if I were to choose someone, I would say my significant other.
All right, that is up there for 22 points. That's number 2. Deuce, deuce. Coming here to J9 Wheels. Name the person you feel most guilty lying to.
My mommy.
That is going to be number 1, parent. So that's 56. Boom.
That woman is in heaven, and I'm like, son of a...
You're like, she knows now all my secrets. Everything I lied about.
Everything.
Back over here to Miss Vargas. Name the person you feel most guilty lying to.
I would say if you're religious, maybe your priest or your pastor or whatever you call them.
Well, guess what? That's not going to be up there. So nobody gives up.
Nope.
Go to confession. That is going to be 1 strike. Back over here to J9 Wheels. Name the person you feel most guilty lying to.
My boss? I don't have one.
That is not up there. That is not. Can you believe that as boss? Bleh, nobody feels.
Is that
guilty
your
about
boss?
Why did I get in two X's? Because
there's been 2. She got 1. You got 1. So it's gonna go back to Miss Vargas, so she has a chance here to keep your team alive.
I want to say my iguana, but I'm gonna say my children.
Yes.
That is number 3.
That
Good
has
answer
to
there.
be,
Children keeps you alive. Nice.
Yes.
There you go. Get another 11 points. Going back down here. Name the person you feel most guilty lying to.
I have to do another one?
Well, yeah, you're still alive.
That's my.
He's like, I've lied enough. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. So again, I don't lie.
Okay. So this should be easy for you. Who would you feel?
Wait, you already said significant.
Yeah, we have
other.
Parents, significant other, children, and there's 2 more answers I'm looking for.
Son of
a pet.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I guess it could be a friend or a sibling.
I would say my mistress, but who gives a fuck about them?
You already said significant other, I thought.
Oh, no, I said mistress.
I mean, they did.
Did you know that hoe gonna tell everybody?
Wait, do I get another turn? I just thought of a good one.
No, it's gonna end here if she doesn't guess.
No.
Whoa, wait, whoa. Wait, hold on.
Throw something out there. What you got?
The FBI.
The Popo.
Ellie.
What are you gonna say, Ellie?
I'm going with Gabriella. Please, Popo, investigators.
Nobody gives a fuck about them either. It is not. It is yourself or your best friend.
Wait, you're upset if you lie to yourself?
Yeah, if you lie
you
to
already
yourself.
know that if you lie to yourself, you know you're lying.
I totally don't talk to myself that much.
Just letting you know.
J9 Wheels, let's hang out.
J9 Wheels. J9 Wheels. She did a great job.
Like,
give it up.
Cut them. You cut them. You mute me. You're so vicious. I love it.
I'm trying to keep this train moving over here. I said myself. Good job. Here you go. Here's a link. I need 2 more people to go head to head. You get to have this lovely celebrity to play Celebrity Family Feud with. And while I ask, the next category is going to get vicious here. Look out. Oh, that's good. Ooh. 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 I'm going to go with this one. Can I play? Yeah, you just got to slap
answering questions. I thought you were answering questions too.
Well, I have to take, I can do that. I had to come back on. Who's Candy?
Put it on your head. All right, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's see. I could see it. You were awesome, J9. Look at, see all that? Look at that. Again, there's the link. Slap it.
Awesome. I just fucking suck. All right. That's good. Whatever. Fuck you all.
Oh shit. People are like, yeah, Gary, you're supposed to be good anyways. Who cares?
I think that we should fucking put Cindy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Where's Cindy? I want to see what the fuck she has to say.
All right. So going first here, we have Ellie Crawford is going to go against Lily. So adding Ellie Crawford. What is up, girl? All right. So going first.
Hi.
Oh, you just have to mute that. And you're going to be great.
Oh,
good.
Okay.
You're good.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. Okay. I was listening on the TV and now I'm on the phone. So it was like weird. Hi.
Hi, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay. This is a good one. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Nobody's gotten all 5, so you have a chance to just like whoop.
Okay.
Name a reason you might not leave your house all day.
You're sick.
Who goes first?
Sick
She goes first.
We're gonna let her go first. She's ready. Sick is up there. It's the second answer on the board. 28 points going to Miss Vargas. Name a reason you might not leave your house all day.
Because I'm having sex.
Okay. That is gonna be actually up there. There you go.
Is it really?
Yeah, it beat waiting for the repairman. So you got 3 points there. There you go. Miss Vargas is gonna get her team on the board and no strikes. Name a reason back down here. Name a reason you might not leave your house all day.
Oh, do I go again?
Oh yeah, it's your turn, hon.
Oh, okay.
You guys are going for that 5 stop.
You're depressed.
Depressed is not going to make it.
Oh,
I got to be specific.
What?
So, but it comes back to Miss Vargas.
Is this one of those non-gender neutral games? This is killing me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say because I work from home. Why do I need to leave my house?
True.
Okay. Well, guess what, Miss Vargas? That's going to get you 2 strikes. So, name a reason you might not leave your
first strike.
Yeah. Well, she just
I
got
think
one.
you're cheating. I said sex as the first one.
And then she got one wrong, and then you just got that one wrong.
Oh wait, we're on the same team.
Same
I thought
team.
I was
girl.
against her. Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Everybody gets to play with a celebrity, man. Come on now. It's back down here to LA.
Okay. You're scared.
Oh, come on. If you're on my team now, you better fucking step up. This ain't working.
That's gonna be 3 strikes.
I think I know what
Scared wasn't up there, but that's a interesting guess. I didn't leave my house because I'm scared. That's interesting. Isn't that like an
scared, depressed? Sounds
yeah.
It's just
bad weather was number 1. Sick was number 2. Watching TV, Netflix and chill was number 3. You had your day. You had a day off, so you didn't leave. And then Miss Vargas came in right there with the sex. So you guys got a whopping 3 points there.
Woo!
Yeah.
We still care about you.
I thought I would do better than that. It's because I'm a therapist. That's where my mind goes.
You are?
Yeah, it's like depressed.
Let me hire you. I need something. Being on YouTube, I'm gonna definitely need you.
Awesome.
All right, thank you, LA. You rock, girl. Awesome. Next up is Lily.
Hey.
Hi, Lily. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
You can't see Lily either. This isn't fair. If they don't show their face, we shouldn't.
Oh, Miss Vargas is
my
upset.
hair. Ask Maddie Jo. She'll tell you my hair. If it's not done, you're not seeing me. But I will tell you.
My hair's not done. Look at this. I need to get my roots done. My pink is fading, but I'm still on here.
Miss Vargas, here's your partner. You ready? Oh, see, look at there she goes. Oh,
Yay!
see. Oh, she's a sweetheart.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I must tell you, you are the shit, though. You the bomb, girl.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Tell that to the FBI. Don't worry. I already told them. It's okay. You don't have to.
All right. So we have the top 5 on the board. Nobody's gotten all 5 right. Here's a good chance. Okay. You guys are partners. Gabby will go first. Name one word polite people use instead of cussing.
Damn. No. Dang. Wait, who goes first?
You can go first.
Oh, I mean,
I love it. So wait, what are you going with?
Holy crap.
Wait.
Okay, so you're going with is it now holy crap?
Yeah, crap.
Crap. Okay, crap isn't on there.
Shit.
So
already? Oh my god.
Without cussing.
So it's gonna go Miss Vargas. You have 1 strike here.
Okay, Miss Vargas, let's see if you can come up with something.
Yeah, name one word that you, as a polite person, would use instead of cursing.
Ignorant. What's wrong?
Wait, ignorant takes the place of what cuss word that you would use?
Well, like you're fucking dumb shit. You're ignorant.
This is amazing. You guys, this is gonna go down in history. That's all I gotta say. You're
Son of a
fucking dumb
motherless
shit.
goat. How about that?
Okay, so we're gonna go with motherless goat. That is not up there. So that's gonna be a strike number dos. Don't worry, guys. This is a tough one. I mean, name one word polite people use instead of cursing.
I just thought of it. Is it my turn?
No. It's your partner's turn.
Oh.
Is she there? Lily, it's your turn.
Lily's doing her hair. Let me go.
Lily, are you there? Okay, Lily, we're gonna wish you the best. Lily,
I want to say criminy sakes. That could be one word if you hyphenate it.
Like, instead of saying fuck, what would you say? Like fudge.
Fuckery. No, fuckery.
Okay, well,
if
that's still a cuss word.
Fuck has so many different angles to it, you know?
Well, here we go. Miss Anna Morris, welcome to Truth and Transparency.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Where she's in a dark hole.
I almost fell asleep.
Oh God, for waiting. I know.
Are we that boring?
I'm just not feeling good, but I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try. Okay, I see. I love the.
All right, come on, Anna, give me something good.
You got this. Well, just for the record here, those 5 that we were looking for were darn, shoot, dang, fudge, and sugar.
Oh, fudge.
Sugar?
Sugar. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Sugar. But here, Miss Anna, we're gonna have you go first.
All right.
Are you ready?
I got it.
Ready.
If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be?
My toe.
She's got it. She says her toe. Can you believe it? We'll give you feet. Feet's up there. Yes. So number 2 answer is up there. So 10 points there. Miss Vargas, if you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be?
My asshole.
Your butt is up there.
The fucking bird started laughing and took off flying over my head.
Oh my God. It is up there, though.
Hilarious.
It is up there, though. It's up there. Wow, that's crazy. So you guys have said I've given you feet. I've given you butt. Okay. If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? And this is going to go to Anna.
Me? Oh, I'm sorry. My hair.
Hair is not up there. Hair is going to get you guys your first. So we're going to go back over here to Miss Vargas. If you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be? And don't say DNA.
I ain't giving that shit up. I would say if I had a small penis, I'd want to give that up.
I was going to say
I
boobs.
don't. Wait. Let me clarify. I do not have a penis, but if I had one and it was small, I wouldn't want that.
I'd give it my baby arm. That's a good answer there, but it's not going to make it. So we got 2 strikes, Miss Vargas. And Anna here, 2 strikes. Going back to Anna.
I'm not 2 strikes, am I?
No, you guys were on the same team.
Oh.
No, I fucked you. I'm sorry.
Well, I should do the same now because I was going to say boobs but don't.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not giving those up.
She's not going with boobs. Here you go.
No, for real.
For 1 month, if you had to give up a part of your body for 1 month, what would it be?
My arm, my left arm.
Yeah, arms is there. You're going to get 10 points. You are still in it. Yeah. Going back to Miss Vargas. You got, you guys have said feet for toes, arms, and I gave you butt. So we got 2 more left. And the number one answer no one has said yet.
I would say I give up my forehead.
Okay. Well, that's going to get you 3 strikes.
Damn it.
Oh, shit. The other answers I was looking for was legs was number 1, stomach, and then you guys said feet, arms, and butt. So it was legs and stomach. Hello, give up that tummy. Thank you so much there. Where'd she go? Anna, you were great.
I'm in the dark.
Well, you were great. I just wanted to say thank you.
Thanks.
All right. She's like, I was in the dark. Next up here is Shauna.
Can we win? Can you give me something that's gonna Shauna, I'm counting on you because I'm sucking.
No, you're looking at me. Bring it. Let's go. Number 1.
She's counting on you, girl. Oh shit. Fuck shit. All right, ready?
I'm so fucking ready.
This is pretty good here.
Indiana.
Name a way. Shauna, you can go first too. Nobody has gotten all of these right, by the way. Name a way in which a magician might end a relationship.
Fucking poof. Poof be gone. Poof. Wand.
Okay, so make her vanish. Make her vanish.
Yeah,
yes.
poof.
Number 1 answer. Number 1 answer. You guys are gonna get 68.
You gave her the answer. That
no, she said poof be gone. That's vanish. Make her vanish. That counts.
All right, fine. I got you.
You're on the same team.
It's fine. Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Yes, Miss Vargas.
My turn? Okay. I'll see your poof be gone, and I'll raise you. Pull a mistress out of a hat. How about that?
Ooh, there you go.
A magician might end a relationship. We're gonna say she pulls a magician out of it. Wait, a mistress?
Mistress.
Yes, it is. Pull it. Yeah. New girl from a box is up there. Number 3. Oh, there you guys go. So you guys have make her vanish, girl from a new box. And now going back to Miss King here.
Yep. So am I doing a number 3 on that?
Yeah, no. I'm saying
shit right now, or we're done with you. She will cut you.
No, she's kidding.
Okay. Are we still on the Magic Man?
Oh yeah. Name a way in which a magician might end a relationship.
What are those dolls? Those dolls you buy.
Voodoo doll.
Yeah, voodoo doll.
Okay.
I mean,
voodoo doll is not up there, but it was a good guess. I like that one.
Damn.
Miss Vargas, you have a guess here?
Yeah, I guess that you fucking are not like Steve Harvey because he would think I was funny and not mute me. Now, my answer is going to be saw the bitch in half.
Correct answer. Saw the bitch in half. Yeah, that made it. That is going to get you 25 points to go through 68 points. You guys looking at, 93 points. And all you need is one more answer. So we have make her vanish, saw her in half, a new girl from a box, and now we go back to Shauna. You have a chance to be the first duo to get them all.
Do we win something?
What is it? What is it when she's standing there and he's got the big old the cape, right? And I guess that would be poof be gone.
Oh, you mean make her disappear?
I'm just looking at Miss Gabby, pretty Gabby, just puffing and aggressive on me.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna give that. Makes her disappear is up there, and you are the first to get them all right.
Disappear. That was 2 of the same answer. This is horse shit.
Hey, you know what? I'm going with Steve Harvey though. I'm a fan.
Can we play Cards Against Humanity next time?
Can we do one more? One more. Let's do
Oh, Miss King, I got to go to the next person, but I do appreciate you. Love you so much. Hey,
All right.
hey, guess
Thank
what?
you.
Poof, be
What?
gone. I'm just
Be
kidding.
gone.
She's a sweetheart. She's always here. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Miss Purse. It's your turn. Let's see. There you go. I just have to unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Hi.
And then here we go. Miss Vargas is your teammate. So you have a good, you got some pretty big shoes to fill here. Shauna was the first person to get all of them correct with Miss Vargas. Are you ready to try to do the same thing?
Let's do this. We can do it.
We can do it. All right. So you're
probably gonna mute me. So you just do it. You go.
Well, when it's not her turn, that
I'll
way you
read
can have the stage all to yourself. All right, ready?
Okay.
Name something.
Is her name really Purse?
Yeah, we just call her Purse.
They call me Miss P, Miss Purse, Miss Persevere.
Persevere. Okay, ready? You're gonna go first, Miss Purse. Name something. There's 5 answers. Name something that one of the 5 little piggies did.
They went wee all the way home.
That is number 2. Wee. Say it loud and proud. Miss Vargas, name something that one of the 5 little piggies did.
They went to the market.
They did go to the market. So you guys are looking at answer number 1. Answer number 2. Back down to Miss Purse.
They stayed home.
They did stay home. That is answer number 3. Going back over here to Miss Vargas, name something that one of the 5 little piggies did.
I am losing this. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef.
Yes. Roast beef is number 4. And we got one more. Do you have it, Miss Purse?
This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none.
Yes. Look at that. We got back-to-back 5ers right there. Yes. Miss Purse, look at you, girl. Are you doing good tonight? You just won.
I am. I'm doing good.
I recently heard something about that when they say they went wee all the way home, that it's not what we think it means.
Ooh, wee.
I think it has something to do with slaughter, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Miss Vargas. She would go there. Well, thank you so much, Miss Purse. You're the bomb.
Oh my God, my bird just blew away.
Rocket. You said you want to play. What was it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Something more inappropriate.
Before we go on to that, we are going to talk about. Let me ask you a question here. JonBenet Ramsey's case has been now surfacing in the media, and they were talking about JonBenet Ramsey having DNA on her underwear. What do you think about that? What's going to happen?
I think that it's all a bunch of horse shit. That's what I think.
In quotes.
I think that the guy, I don't know his name, but I think that the guy who did it is already in prison. I believe his friend or his whatever childhood friend, that he legit, like his story adds up. The letters he writes adds up. I think that he was obsessed with her and he wanted to play with her, like dress up like a little doll. And it was an accident. I think he accidentally killed her. I think he freaked out and left a ransom note just to kind of figure out what to do. Because if there's a ransom note, you're not going to hypothetically look in your own house, right? You're going to think someone took her. I think it bought him time. And I think I just made all that shit up, but that's what I think.
Wow. There you go. Right on the spot there. Interesting.
I want to say something though. I do want to say something though.
About the DNA.
Last night, about yes, Miss Truth and Transparency, about DNA. I want to screw with all of your viewers' minds. Okay. You need to watch the movie Colombiana, okay? The woman in there is a hired hit woman, and she, in the scene where she hits, she goes to jail intentionally and does a hit in jail and gets out, and she's walking across the street and she takes off the glove, which had the ability for her to do her fingerprints without it coming back as her. And I want to know, does your audience think that something like that actually exists?
So someone just said, I love Colombiana. I haven't seen
badass movie. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. It's a badass movie. But this is interesting with the whole touch DNA thing. It's literally like gloves that she has on, but you can't tell that you're wearing gloves. And so she gets jailed, she gets fingerprinted, but it's not her prints that come up, it's the ones that are on the gloves. Very interesting.
So when you're saying that you're talking about gloves, are you talking about these are like...
You need to watch the movie. She goes, she intentionally rams her car into a cop car to go to jail because she's trying to kill someone who's in the jail, right? So she does this. She's dressed as like a hooker and she acts like she's drunk just to get in the jail. They fingerprint her. They do everything, but she doesn't come up as who she really is. It's a persona, right? It's a different person. And you see that when she gets out of jail and she's walking across the street, she takes the gloves off and throws them in the street. So it's telling you essentially that these gloves gave her the ability to not have it read her fingerprints, but have it read some unknown's fingerprints. It's just something like, do you think that that is out there, that exists, where clearly you don't see there's a glove, right? You don't see that it's, you know, it's so thin, it's like uniform with your skin. Anyways, whatever, move on.
That's great. No, that's a great question. I was curious. I was reading if anybody had seen it in the, in the chat. People said, yeah, they've seen it. Some people said that they saw it last night, actually. Is it new?
I watched it last night too. We watched it together. No, it's not a new movie. It's been out for a long time, but it just came back on, I think it's Netflix, as like one of their top 10. So a lot of people are probably watching it now. So I happened to watch it again. But anyways, it's an interesting thing with the whole touch DNA. I actually had someone recently reach out to me about touch DNA, and essentially they had a very interesting question that your audience might want to know. And that question was, if I go to a restaurant and I pay cash, card, whatever, give it to the waitress, and she grabs the card, does she now one, have my DNA on her, and then she goes home and lays in her bed, does her bed now have my DNA on her? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
You are right.
Yeah.
All right. And this is,
but it wouldn't last as long as, like, because of the amount of
touch DNA is more of the oils on your skin, whereas fingerprints is the pattern on your skin, right? So the pattern will never change, unless you literally burn off your fingers.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have, and each pattern is unique to the person. Whereas touch DNA, you're using the oils, so the oils are going to dissipate over time. It's not going to be as strong as doing like saliva or any other autosomal DNA. But just some interesting things to think about. The other thing, and again, I mean, this is a federal thing, but laws are different in different states. But you think about what is the expectation of privacy. So if I go to Starbucks and I purchase a drink and I throw it out in the trash in the parking lot, is my DNA safe? And the answer is no. You have zero expectation of privacy in public, and the Fourth Amendment against search and seizure does not apply. Does not apply. once you discard something,
Mm-hmm.
it is up for the taking. I can go grab your cup and I can pull your DNA off of it, and who knows what I can do with it.
You could plant that shit.
Well, I mean, I'm not that type of person, but you
is cloning real? Could you clone me?
I don't know that I want to clone you.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm just saying in general.
One of you seems to be enough.
Woo. Goodbye,
I would like to
DNA.
clone. I would like to clone myself because I'd like to be looking for my iguana right now.
I look for my iguana.
You know what? I don't know. Cloning. I don't get into all of that shit, so I don't know. Why would you want? Like, look, I am a lot of a person. I am a lot to handle. You think you want two of me fucking running around? You're asking for trouble.
How about that? That's a great question. How about can you imagine being a mailman and all the DNA we leave behind in people's homes on their mail?
Yeah.
I mean, mailmen usually wear gloves, though.
Think about your money, though. Do you know how many people's DNA has come in contact with your money? Here's the thing. This touch DNA, this transfer DNA is only a new kind of, phenomenon where people are like, holy shit, you're leaving oils behind as well. So people are very, I want to say, kind of ignorant with their own bodily functions. When you do things in public that you don't realize can come back to haunt you. For example, we had a case where we identified a rape suspect who happened to be a father of 5, and he was also the t-ball coach, and he's sitting at the game with chew in his mouth, and our detectives are waiting. What? Sorry.
No, you're fine. I wanted to keep your family. I wanted to keep your family stuff private, so that's why.
Oh no, my son's just telling me the bird's walking around. Anyways, so he then spit out the chew, and as long as a detective keeps his eye on the chew, he cannot take his eye off that chew. When this guy leaves, they then go collect the chew. As long as he kept his eye on it, it maintains chain of custody, and that's how they were able to convict him.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So spitting out sunflower seeds, your gum, leaving your Starbucks, all of these things can lead. And there was something that somebody else said last night that I wanted to clarify as well. Because although I know I can't comment on things, especially with Idaho, but a gentleman was on your show, I think it was last night, maybe the night before, I'm not sure. And he said something about they ran the DNA through, CODIS, and it got a hit to a sister. And I want to clarify that, because that's a very scary thought, a very scary feeling that your DNA can just be. Give me 1 second. What?
That's why they took. Look, he says pop can. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Can someone take a Q-tip and take DNA and plant it? Would that be hard to do? West Coast, East Coast. So hard to get these times down. We're going to be wrapping this up anyways. I wanted to take it to the 2-hour mark, and we are at 2 hours and 4 minutes. But what's great is that y'all got to play with a celebrity. Family Feud celebrity style. Again, I want to thank all of you guys. You guys rock. But I want her to finish this last part up, so go ahead. I wanted you to finish this last part up before we close this out. What were you saying? Because it was good.
Really quick. All I wanted to say was that is what is called familial matching. So there's DNA left at the crime scene. The police initially do STR testing on it and they run it through CODIS, okay? In 11 states in the United States, they have what's called familial matching. In the rest of the states, it needs to be a direct match to the DNA when they run in CODIS, okay? On the 11 states, like California, if I have a brother or a sister or a parent, a first-degree relative that was in CODIS and I am not, it will put a hit on that relative whose DNA is in CODIS. And again, it has to be a first-degree relative. It cannot be your third cousin. What that will do is then the police will come to that brother or whatever and say, one of your close relatives has committed this crime. Start giving us names. It does not say who the person is. It just leads them to the first degree relative that's already in CODIS. And that's only 11 states. California is one of them. And there's no tree building that happens with something like familial matching.
Okay, cool. I have a question. If you were to take a Q-tip and, you know, wipe it on whatever and like try to plant DNA through using a Q-tip, could you do that? That's what somebody asked, and I want to know.
No. I'm sorry. I was thinking back, my niece, when she was little, she stuck a Q-tip up a ferret's ass, but.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Vargas.
Okay. No, listen. Yes, I could take your DNA and I can put it all over somebody's house, okay? Think of the totality of the circumstances, folks. This is not about setting people up. It's going to take a whole lot more than that. Why did your DNA get there? How do you know these people? What's your association to them? What's your motive, right? We know that DNA is everywhere, but there needs to be a direct link between you and the scene of the crime in order for you to be considered a suspect. Doesn't mean that the police won't come talking to you. It just means that it's likely that you will be very quickly ruled out.
Okay, cool. What was the other one? Okay, so if what type of testing happens compared to like if I have a sweater that has like debris on it, like if I was in a parking lot that was gravel and somebody beat me up and killed me and the back of my sweater had like, you know, contents from the ground, and then like let's say that I'm put in a different location, let's say in an office or in a house, would that stick out to you to be like, why does this person have something on their sweater that's like?
Absolutely, we would know right away that you were not killed. And likely you were not killed in the location in which you were found. However, we could go a step further than that and we can test the debris that is left behind, and we can tell, and I say this for Jane Does. We've had Jane Does that had material, ecological material on them that was consistent with a state that not in which they were found to be deceased. So we could tell that the debris that was left on the clothing or in the spores in their nose, the pollens, were specific to a very specific region, let's say in Oklahoma, even though the person was found in Florida. And we use this all the time when we are grasping at straws for how did this person end up here? And that's something that we do more with Jane and John Doe cases, baby Doe cases, but can be done in all cases.
Okay, cool.
And to Miss Heather, yeah, there are ways to fully clean DNA from an item.
What about? Okay, so you said there are ways to fully clean DNA from an item. So my teammate was murdered and she was raped, and the guy put her in the bathtub afterwards and put bleach and used bleach and like showered and bathed her in bleach. And then took her and put her back like in her room and laid her down, would bleed. I mean, is that like, what does bleach do in a situation like that?
Bleach is one method of cleaning up a crime scene. The most important thing, like, I mean, you have to take into account, it's what are you trying to clean? You're trying to rid her body of your DNA, presumptively, right? But what you are failing to possibly do is maybe you're cleaning the bottom of the tub, but you didn't realize that her vagina, where you raped her, hit the side of the tub as you were putting her in. You can't see that, right? So you've cleaned the whole thing. Maybe you didn't think to clean the drain. We pull apart drains all the time, and that is usually where the gold is, because all of the DNA gets washed in the drain, but it sticks to, the drain itself. And so here's the bottom line.
So would there be like
don't go committing crimes?
Well, obviously, but like as far as you can always try to clean up something, but there's also going to be then the evidence left behind that you did try to clean up something. Right.
Yes, but that's not always a sign that incriminates you. Look, I just bleached my entire floors today because the freaking dog, my grandpup is pissing in different spots, and I'm sick and tired of it. Right. So I'm doing it to get rid of the scent. It doesn't mean I'm cleaning up a crime scene.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm just a housewife.
But I'm saying at a crime scene though, like if a lawyer says there was no evidence of DNA or the cleanup of DNA.
But what can you classify as the cleanup of DNA? This afternoon, I bleached my entire hardwood floor. Okay. What if?
But there wasn't a dead body on there.
Hang on. No. But what if tonight something tragic happens and there does become one? What if someone tries to break in my house and I fucking take their ass out? Right?
And
you've got bleached floors. Okay. Is that going to look like I tried to clean up the crime scene? Absolutely. Law enforcement grasps at straws to convince themselves that they have the answer. But the simple answer is no, I bleached the floors because the fucking dog was pissing. And then 5 hours later, an intruder tried to come in my home and I took care of him. Mm-hmm. The two do not correlate.
Yeah. So like you can't get tunnel vision.
You can't. And that's the thing. You have to be, let me just say this. It's the totality of the circumstances. You cannot focus on one individual item, mm-hmm. a car, eyebrow, a mustache, eyes. Eyewitness account, I'm going to say this and you can all look it up. The worst form of evidence is eyewitness testimony. Because when you look at someone, you are taking a glance at them. You are not observing all of them. I have had situations where I have witnessed a crime take place and the police, when I call them, they say, what was he wearing? And I'm like, I don't fucking remember. I was watching what was happening. I wasn't paying attention to what he looked like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're not, that's not like 100%. That's how I feel about the Delphi case. Like if you're not looking for a crime when you go out and take a walk, you know what I mean? You're not looking to.
Exactly. And you don't always know what is a crime and what isn't a crime. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen people fucking beat the shit out of their kids in public. And I'm, they've got kids that look like have been trafficked, but it's their own. I mean, every circumstance is different. Like, I don't know. I can't, just because different. Yeah. It's like I said, totality of the circumstances. So yes, one Q-tip with your DNA is like a partridge in a fucking pear tree. Okay. It sticks out like a sore thumb because it doesn't go with the rest of the story. right? The
Yeah, it's
other
like there's just like
thing-
this little speck of my DNA. It's just like, wait, what?
Exactly. The other thing is, where was that DNA found, right? If they went and stuck it in the Q-tip holder in the bathroom and the crime happened in the bedroom, we're looking for evidence at the scene of the crime. Scene of the crime is not always the entire enclosure in which the crime took place. It can be narrowed down to the specific area in which the person was found deceased. And it all depends on what law enforcement agency you are dealing with. We have a small town here. If somebody comes up murdered, I mean, they're probably going to have to pull out their manual and figure out, like, what do we do? Like, we don't even know.
What's protocol here?
Like, let me just tell you, in our town, we have maybe 2 officers and a sergeant at any given shift, okay? Every single traffic stop, all 3 of them are out there. I mean, they're fucking fighting crime, right? It's ridiculous. They don't know how to handle a homicide. It's unfortunate. You have towns that haven't had a homicide. What is that story you're doing, the Drake Moore case?
Yeah.
Such an unfortunate story. And I really have gotten invested in this case because it's just so sad what happened to the Moore family. And I just feel for them and I want to do whatever I can do to help. So please let me know if there's something that I can do to help you on that case. But
I have a question about that.
What I
I
did want to say is that I was reading that in that specific, I don't know, Bonner Ferry, I don't know what it's called. It had been since like the 60s or whatever, since there was a homicide, right? Or a murder or whatnot. You need to look at law enforcement. You need to look at who investigated the scene of the crime, because you are dealing with people who in 60 years, this is the first homicide in 60 years. And
that's why they brought in an ISP, they said. So the Idaho State Police came in, like, yeah, that's what I feel like that. Yeah.
Come on. Don't give me that shit.
Well, that's what they said. But
Course.
they came in 24 hours later.
And do you think that this ISP or the FBI?
I mean, I can prove that his phone was fucked with before that they got there. So,
but what I'm saying is, do you think that any of these people give a shit about what happens in this small little town? They don't. Do you think that the investigation in this town is going to be the same, of same substance that it's going to be in a city in which these officers work for?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. And I'm not going to name the state because I don't even want to go. I don't even want their people at my front door. But let me tell you, in California, we have city police, we have county like sheriff, and then we have CHP on highways and stuff, right? And then the FBI. But they don't always, they can't cross jurisdiction, okay? And when you have somebody who is manning the scene of the crime and it's not their jurisdiction, I have known them to have a real fuck it attitude about, oh, fuck it. We don't need to protect the crime scene. We'll let the local sheriff do it or the local police do it. It's their responsibility. We're just out here directing traffic, right? Because this is not our jurisdiction. All of that affects everything that happens from the onset of when they get the call, how they manage. And I will tell you this, there have been several cases where they had DNA at the scene of the crime. I did the genetic genealogy and the answer came back to somebody that was at the scene of the crime, a technician or an officer or somebody, a lab person. So they're not always careful if I'm able to identify them.
Okay. Nice. Where is this? I wanted to play something for let's see. Oh, that's not it. Heather didn't get to hear the 911 call. What did you think about that 911 call I played?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking Heather?
Well, Heather asked me to play it and I'm gonna pull it up.
What 911 call?
Allegedly Jennifer Drake.
What case?
In the morgue
Oh,
case.
I heard this. I heard this. I did a little bit of my own research.
Oh, good.
I found I think actually the exact words that I said is I wouldn't nominate her for an Academy Award.
Okay.
That's my feeling. If I am on the phone with my spouse and they are being shot, I am going to be fucking hysterical. I'm going to be hysterical. And I'm going to call 911. I'm not going to pretend that I called 911. I'm not going to use like the kid's phone that has no service to call 911. I'm going to actually call 911.
So, do you think it could be suspect?
Look, here's the thing. There's no right way to expect somebody to respond and how they will respond. Some people respond with shock. Some people laugh, right? Everybody has a different response. I just believe that if I was confident, if my husband or my wife said, I have just been shot, or I believe I've been shot, right? That is a very powerful statement that I think at least deserves a half of a tear. I mean, guys in prison have more tears than she had on that fucking call.
Like, here it is. I think this is it.
He was on the phone with me and he just all of a sudden yelled out, 911, what is the address of the emergency? Oh my goodness, somebody please go to my husband. He's in voluntary. He was on the phone with me and he just all of a sudden yelled out and said he thought he got shot, and then all of a sudden the phone went dead. Okay, ma'am, I had a hard time understanding you, so can you take a deep breath and slow down for me? I couldn't understand what you said. Okay, I need somebody to get up to this address at 6811.
Okay, just cut it. Let me.
But there was.
Just here's the other thing.
Hold on, please. I gotta play the rest of it so she could hear it.
I was just on the phone with my husband, and all of a sudden he yelled and said, ow, ow, and then all of a sudden he goes, I think somebody just shot through the window into my side. And then all of a sudden, the phone dropped, and it went dead. There we go. He wouldn't answer. Boundary County? Yes, he's in Boundary County. Down 11 South Main Street. Hold on just a moment, okay? Hold on just a moment. Okay, I'm going to put you through to Bonner County. Okay, I want you to stay on the line. Don't hang up, and you need to explain that the emergency is at that location at Bonner Ferry. Stay on the line. Stay on the line. Hello? Stay on the line. 911, what is the address of the emergency? Oh, please, 6811 South Main Street.
So then they had to patch her through to.
Mm-hmm. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Oh wait, no, that's the other one. It's all just a bunch of crap. So what do you think, Miss Vargas?
I think that just human emotion and human reaction is consistent. And I think that just like in the Murdaugh trial, it's like when I think I'm on hold, suddenly I don't have any emotion. Suddenly my tears go away. My kind of goes away and I become totally fine. The tone in my voice changes. I'm not consistent. It's suspicious. In my opinion, it's suspicious. I'm not saying that she's guilty of anything. I just think.
Yeah. I'm just saying that this phone call didn't didn't happen between 7 and 8 p.m. because I went and got the FOIA requests on the call logs for all of this. So this happened between 7:29 p.m. allegedly and 7:32 p.m. And it came back as saying this call didn't happen. Then it showed every single call that came in to the Kootenai County 911 dispatch. And it's like, okay, well, we have this. And then so we did another FOIA request for 8 to 9 p.m. as I believe this happened at 8:52. I want to say 8.
The call or the crime?
8:56 is when the call went through, like this call. And the crime, though, like paramedics and 911 was already there at allegedly 7:40.
Wasn't there some was it Isaac or Isaiah? I thought.
Yeah, Isaac. That was
like, hey, I'm like out on my balcony, like smoking a joint. I think I just heard like gunshots.
Yeah, that's this one right here. This one. This is the one that allegedly came through before hers because of it being patched. That's why this made it first.
911, what's the address of your emergency? I don't know the exact address, but it's right across the street from West Walls. I don't know. I just heard gunshots go off, so I thought I'd call it in. Okay, and what direction? It sounded like it came right from almost behind Far North, like in that neighborhood back there. How many? 2, I believe, is all I heard. And then I saw someone running too, and I shouted at them, and they just looked back and kept running. So. Okay, what direction did they start running? It's going like towards downtown, but they ran like back in this neighborhood back here. Okay. Did they seem injured? No, they did not, but it was just all like super suspicious, like things happened right then. So I don't know. I thought I'd call it in. Okay.
So he basically doesn't see anything. He just happens to hear gunshots, 2 of them, and he wants to call this in. Well, then I did a FOIA request on this to see exactly what time the call came in because they didn't give the report with the 911 call. And we're checking to make sure that this actually came in fact, at 7:29. Because it's
look, here's my concern. I live out in the country, and we hear gunshots all the time because out here, that's just what you do. You blow shit up. But we have a shooting range that's very close. I know exactly the location of the shooting range. And when I hear those gunshots, I can't tell you if it's a gunshot or if it's fucking backfire. And I sure in the hell can't tell you which direction it's coming from. I can't even tell you when I walk outside my house what direction I'm fucking facing. Okay. I think his call was very specific. I mean, to say, hey, I heard gunshots, I'm concerned, this is my location. But now I got somebody running this way and he's going this way and he's hiding over here and he's wearing this. And it's just like, wow, you captured all of that. And so you think, where were you when this happened? Because me, if I hear gunshots and I need to go to look outside, right? Was he already outside? Was he part of this? There's something more going on here. Again, I'm going to say there's deception in this phone call.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. And there's deception for me because there's also they're refusing to give the report with the 911 call. They're not giving like where is the CAD notes with the 911 call? Where's the logs? You just can't say here's a 911 call. It came in at 7:30.
Is I don't want to see who I want to see where did the call originate, and I want to see the transfer to the new jurisdiction. I want to know first and foremost. Here's my thing, and again, I'm in California, so I might be stupid and not know what I'm talking about. Locally, we call non-emergency, right? if we need police, and it goes to our local dispatch. If we have an emergency, let's say I'm on the highway, I call 911. Our 911 calls where I live are routed 2 hours north of where I am, which is why they always say, where is your location? Because it's not, at least in California, it's not just for this town. So what my curiosity is, because 911 dispatch center works together, did she call 911 or did she call the local non-emergency or emergency number? If she did that, why didn't she specifically call the local Bonner Ferry police? Why did she call 911? And if she called 911 here in California, they would not route you to another department. They would keep you on the line and they would dispatch the other department and be the go-between person. And so that's a little confusing to me in how they operate that in where they're at.
Yeah, and I can just tell you that based off of her, her phone records, there was no indication that she called 911. More so that it was just that there were the dispatch number. There were like the dispatch numbers for both places. Like she called Kootenai County first. Kootenai County is where she lives. Kootenai County.
Okay,
That's what they say. Kootenai County 911. Emergency.
I get it. Do you have that on speed dial? What's that number? Can you give it to me?
Yeah, no, she'd have to look that up.
If I have an emergency at my house and I call 911, I am getting someone who is in Timbuktu, 2 hours away from me, and they want to know where I'm at. Now they have to call my local agency, which is why in my phone, I have our local agency stored because it goes directly to them instantaneously. I'm going to get service quicker. So if I am, let's just say, honestly, if I knew where you lived and knew, anything more about you, and you're on the phone with me and you're like, I just got shot.
Mm-hmm.
I am calling 911 and I'm saying, here is the number of the person in which I was speaking to. Please get them help. I believe that they have been shot. Okay? That 911 person is not putting me through to wherever the hell you live to talk to those 911 people. That in itself to me is suspicious. Maybe I'm too pessimistic, but there's too many things that she knew who she was calling. She knew that the place she was calling would have to transfer her to the right fucking place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if not, why didn't the dispatch? And look, I watch fucking 911 show. I can't think of the name because it hasn't been on in a long time. Lone Star 911 and the LA version, amazing show. I watch those calls. They do the talk. They do the in-between. They say, hey, station 14, we're getting a call from station 16's district. Can you guys go out there? They don't make the fucking callers sit on hold and tell the story 17 times. Who does that? I don't know. Maybe they do that.
I agree. And that's kind of like how I think Moscow worked with, they were saying that, hey, they use Whitman. So when you call 911, they use a central location. No, I know that. I'm just saying that.
And you know what? I didn't get fucking cell service in Moscow, so I'm just going to say that.
That's fine. I'm not planning on getting it either. That's why I'm bringing I'm bringing 5 burner phones. Just playing.
Just don't buy them at Walmart. Send somebody. Send somebody.
I'm gonna go sleep on Enon's couch with his cats.
There was a story about that the woman had somebody else buy the burner phone for her, and they traced it back on camera, and she got caught for the murder because of it. So watch out if you're buying those burners.
Them burners, baby. No.
Anyone who tries to reach out to me, like the one who did with the burner, just know I run background checks on all you fucks before I contact.
Yeah,
let you
motherfucker.
contact me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
God, love it, love it. Well, I want to thank you for coming on and being celebrity fucking Family Feuder. I want to say that, hey, people out there, we're going to help Cindy win her little competition. I placed the
What
link.
is Cindy doing?
She's Fabulous in 40. You haven't seen it? Let me just pull it up for you. You guys have to vote once per day. Okay, it's free to vote once per day. But I figured if every day we do a live and we remember to go vote for Cindy, she can get from anywhere from like 500 to like 2,000 votes, per day. And that's at a low end, huh?
What does she win?
She wins a bunch of shit, but she gets to take somebody with her. This is why, hello me.
Pick me.
She gets to take somebody with her on a trip to I don't know, one of the islands or something. So I said,
what island? Like Hawaiian Island?
Oh shit, I can't remember.
I'm just
Cindy's fabulous, and if anybody deserves, it's
she's
40
my
and
soul
fabulous.
sister.
Yeah. So where is this at?
Oh, Chris, come back to me. Chris Harder said you can check my background any day, Gabby.
Yeah,
I'm
Chris
single,
Harder.
right? No.
Chris Harder.
Chris Harder.
Okay, here, let me show you. You guys can go right here to YouTube, go to my channel. Let me just pull it up on the community page. And if you scroll down just a little bit.
Island in the kitchen. Yes, that is my girl right there.
Here, I'm going to show this.
Oh my gosh. That is
awesome. Let's see. Oopsies.
Maybe I need to get myself one of these channels where I can just fucking talk
Just
and you can't mute me.
There you go. See if you click on this, Cindy. Let me see if you guys can see it. Oh wait, hold on.
She didn't send that to me.
I don't know yet. She was on here talking about it, so it's right here. You get to vote for her. It's Cindy Savell, Fab over 40. Winner will receive 2-page spread in the New Beauty magazine, 40,000 cash, and a spa-cation. Look at that.
Wait a minute, a spread? Like, in New Beauty magazine.
Like, she's currently in 3rd place. You guys come on, vote. See, like you click on it.
Come on, she fucking deserves this. This chick
I don't
is
even
a
know,
fucking
vote 20. I don't even know what I'm
badass.
doing.
She's a badass. She's been through so much. If anyone deserves it, she definitely
get
does.
my free vote on. Then you can verify. Is it going? Okay, then you can verify by card or verify with Facebook.
I've got like 17 credit cards. I'll just keep voting. I'll make some.
You can make one vote per day, or you could pay for votes. But we look at it this way: you can either verify by your card, or you can verify with Facebook. Okay, and then you get to make your vote.
Do you think she'll show us her tattoo, like all of it?
What? I don't know. I'm not asking
her.
Yeah.
No.
Whatever. You can just ask. You can ask Cindy. We can just. You know what? I'll just call her up and ask her right now. She's probably sleeping. But guys, if there's
Cindy on speed. Wait. Let's hold on. Let's both do it. Let's see who she answered.
Yeah. Cindy's. No, we're not putting Cindy on the spot like that. That's rude. I'm not participating in that game. Anyways, go and vote for Cindy. Cindy's actually the reason I even found Miss Vargas. But Cindy's story is pretty amazing. She's a hard worker. She's battled through a lot of shit, and she's got one of the best personalities. Like she's the stuff that's happened to her, it hasn't fazed her, and a lot of people it would. So go vote. Again, it's on my community page, but here's her little spread thing. You can pay, but each day you just go and you get a free vote. And look at little Cindy. Look at her little pictures. Look at Cindy. Here's a spread of Cindy. Cindy won. Cindy, who picked your photos, girl? There you go.
I know you muted me, but do you have
you're not muted anymore.
Because I unmuted myself. Where's the link at? I got tired of your shit.
Oh, it's on my community page, girl. Go right there, girl. Oh wait, here we go. Look at Cindy. Go vote for Cindy. Let's see, that's what she's doing her book. Anyways, if there's somebody that's I think deserving of little votage on, That's who we should vote for. So, yeah. But thank you, Ms. Vargas, for being here. Appreciate you. And
Thank you
how
guys.
did
I had
you
fun.
find the community page?
Candy, I can't find it either. I don't know.
So you go like this. Let me just stop share. Go like this.
I'm fucking out of here. I need to go eat and find my
peace,
iguana.
Peace out, iguana love. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on winning your free book. Miss Vargas in the house. Thank you guys. What you do is you just go like this, man. You go like this. You go to my page, whatever you call it, channel, and it has, when you're at Truth and Transparency, home, videos, shorts, live, community. So you hit community and it brings you to this page. If you go to my home page, if you go to the live page, right? There you go. So you go to community. And then once you hit community, it brings you, and I have it up here. So just go down there and find it. Okay. All right, you guys rock. Till next time, be kind. Doo-doo. I'm going to give you guys a exit. Give you an exit. Here we go. Ready? Go check out Sunset Secrets, episode 1.
Booked to Pennsylvania State Police, badge number 12433.
This is all me right here.
May 16th, 2020.
It's Trooper Thomas, badge number 10847. Today's date, May 16th, 2020. Time is 0124 hours and 124 a.m.
Welcome to Sunset Secrets Season 3, Advocating in Aliquippa.
Brandon, like I said before we started the recording, I'm just going to kind of ask you where you were coming from when you were driving up. What's the street? I actually don't know the name of the street. So, for lack of better terms, we'll say driving up the hill. Did it give you any indication anything was wrong or anything like that? Or Route 51. No. So, where were you coming from?
I was actually coming from Rochester. I started from my address, which is the current address on my license. I'm staying with my parents.
What address is that?
853 Reno Street.
Okay.
Rochester, PA.
So why were you coming to Aliquippa or this location?
Because I was actually gonna go and chill, hang out, whatever you want to call it, with my buddies over there. The one is Preston, he's in the purple car, and the other one standing outside the police line is Gene. That's his father.
Okay, so Preston and Gene live over here?
Yes.
Okay.
They live, it's 103.
Were you at home?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of walk me through what happens.
Okay. Now, my son and I just got back from Sharon, PA.
Okay.
At about 11:30. And my wife had eaten dinner, got in her shower, and was going to bed.
Okay.
My son and I stepped out on the porch, and it was, ballpark figure around midnight. And we heard multiple shots. I mean, it sounded like about 10 of them.
Yeah, 51, and then right up here.
Could you sense like what direction they were coming from, or?
I was thinking in my head it had to be between 11:35 and 11:40. Well, turns out I called police at 11:39.
11:39. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else at the scene whenever you got here?
No.
When you were coming up the street, did you see anybody walking away? Did you pass any other cars?
No.
Okay.
No. There was nobody. I just expected to come like every other night, come right around the bend, or go up and go home. That's it. You know.
Okay.
It very much surprised me to see somebody laying in the road. What did you do? I thought, well, maybe it's wet. He could have slipped and hit his head. He could have been drunk, or he might have got hit by a car. I couldn't tell, but I have this little flashlight I take out of my pocket, and I said, "Oh shucks, he's bleeding," you know. But when I looked closer, it was like blood was running out of his ear. I tapped him on the leg like that, you know. So I immediately called. You know.
Okay.
I had to call him. I called apparently Aliquippa down here within about 30 seconds of getting out of my van.
Okay. So when you basically, where your van's parked at right now, just past the body, is that where you stopped at? Did you move the car at all after?
They did, yeah. They moved it up.
Who did?
When I came in, my lights hit him. As soon as that hit him, I went across the enough in case traffic came down the hill so nobody could run him over.
And who moved the vehicle?
One of the officers down there.
Okay.
They asked me if they could. I said, sure.
All right. So you see the body, pull your car into the middle of the road, you get out, you went over, you said you nudged his leg to see if he'd wake up?
Well, I said, oh no, this is bad. I go, what? So he wasn't moving, he wasn't saying anything. And I walked beyond and I just tapped him on his right leg, like that. And I hadn't even noticed all the blood on the road. I thought that was just like water.
Okay.
When I shine a light on it, I go, oh no, it was thick.
Yeah.
So when I called, I said, I really think he's dead, to be honest with you, because it's just too much damage, you know.
Yeah. And while you were down there, other than his leg, did you touch anything else?
No.
Did you move any of his clothing? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay. And it looks like there might be a cell phone next to the body. You didn't touch that at all?
No,
That or
I saw that.
That's where it was sitting at?
It was laying just like that, face down in the river there of blood.
All right. And how long do you think it was until the other gentleman showed up here?
I would have to say, after I called the police, he showed up probably. A car came around the bend about 30 seconds after I hung up with the police. So It was a very short call. And as I was waiting for somebody to come, they said they wouldn't be long. And this car came around and I was flagging my light at him so he wouldn't maybe try to get around my van. But he said, we know about it. Because the other guy said he drove up the hill to his friends and then he said, we got to go back and see if he's dead, you know. Because he thought the guy was dead.
Okay.
The guy laying on the road. I did not. I thought he got hit by a car.
Gotcha. And who was the one that was saying that to you, that he already went past it once?
The one that already went past it is a red-bearded...
The red-bearded one. Okay. So that's his vehicle, as far as you know.
Yeah, he said it was. He said it was. I didn't realize. I thought when he said he ran up the hill, I thought he was on foot.
Okay.
But no, it was his car. He just shot up the hill for, I guess he needed more eyes or something. Maybe he was scared of the dark. I have no idea.
Okay. But he basically just said that he saw it, ran up there, got his buddies, and they came back. So all three of them showed back up.
Yes, because when I was trying to slow them down, make sure they didn't run him over, they said, nah, we already know. He told us.
Okay. And when they got on scene, did they touch anything? Did they check the body? No, they never got close to it at all?
They did not.
Okay.
Because where I was standing when I stopped them, that's as far as they went.
Okay.
And I was uphill from the body, too.
Did anybody else show up other than paramedics and the firefighters, anything like that? Nobody else that you saw?
No. And they got here right quick. I don't think it was as many as 2 minutes. 2 full minutes, they were probably up here.
Okay. And have you ever seen him before, the victim?
No, I don't believe I ever have.
Okay. How long do you think you've been down in the area?
I think I've been on the street for close to 5 years.
Okay.
Maybe 4 years anyways.
So you work at the airport and then just drive back on the weekends?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I started out, well, since I came here, it's all driving because flights weren't easy. I used to fly back and forth, you know.
Okay.
And, keep a car each place. And finally, after renting once, I said, no, I could buy a house here for $7,000, so I did.
There you go. Is there anything else that you think would be pertinent to the investigation? Anything I should know? Anything I may not have asked?
No, it's just that I was sad. It's a quiet neighborhood. I thought it was quiet anyways.
Yeah.
You can hear a pin drop. I mean, in the summertime, kids walk around the block, but I'm on Jones Street, you know. So I just figured, because there was a guy, his name was Bill, and Bill used to walk up the hill, and I'd always coming around here at 11:30ish. Bill, you want to ride? Because he's coming from one of the bars or something.
Okay.
Very pleasant man. He passed away some years ago. Would he jump in? I'd give him a ride to his house, you know.
Yeah.
I thought this was one of them, you know.
Yeah.
They just going up the hill, but I mean, my other guy was my neighbor. I knew him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, obviously you're driving this road pretty often at the same time every night. Have you ever seen anybody else consistently other than Bill?
No, but there's seasonally in the summer, it's not uncommon to see somebody walking up and down this hill around after dark, you know, say 10:30, 11. But I'm a first shift guy, but on Fridays I work an extra shift for another guy who wants off, you know. So I make the extra money.
Yeah.
So on Friday I come up later, and I wasn't surprised to see somebody walking, perhaps. I was surprised to see somebody laying down.
Okay.
And my first thought was, the son of a gun's probably drunk and he's sleeping on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought, well, I knew he was damaged. I go, he must have got hit by a car.
Welcome to Season 3, Sunset Secrets. During this season, the investigation of the homicide of Tyreek Pugh will be on full display, pointing out the errors, pointing out the discrepancies, and most of all, bringing to light all the evidence that would have easily proven to be and provide jury members with a reasonable doubt as to the innocence or guilt of Sheldon Jeter Jr. when it came to the murder of Tyreek Pugh. The state provided no motive for Sheldon Jeter Jr. to kill a long-time acquaintance and quote-unquote family member of the Moreland household. Season 1 followed the actual trial in 2021. Season 2 went back to 2001 and talked about the Jamie Brown case and showing similarities with investigations being derailed and purposefully led in a different direction. Season 3 now will show the state's case and how they went about investigating, or lack thereof, of leads with witnesses, contradicting statements,
when I found
the
out
crime
that
scene,
she lives near, there's a neighbor. Now you said
search
something about a
warrants,
jury. What were you talking about? The jury that lives by
questionable photos,
DelTondo that was just
and most importantly, the vehicle that Sheldon Jeter Jr. was driving that evening, as well as surveillance cameras and the authenticity of time stamps on those surveillance cameras. Everything surrounding Tyreek Pugh's homicide relies heavily on surveillance cameras and 4 witnesses that eventually ended up at the crime scene that evening. Idaho4, Pennsylvania is home to about 9,000 residents. And one of those residents, who was a part-time resident living on Jones Street, was the 911 caller the night of May 15, 2020.
Get off 51, and you're going down Franklin, you make your first left and go right up the hill. Right up the hill. Immediate left off of Franklin Avenue once you came off 51. That is correct. Okay, and what's going on there? It looks like a man got hit by a car. He's not in good shape. I don't even know if he's alive. Okay, you're right there in that sharp bend? Yes. Yes, there's blood all over the road. It's thick and clotting. I don't think he's alive. Are you still there? Yeah, I'm still here. We're getting everybody sent up there. Can I have your name, please? Joseph Richardson.
Responding area 246 Kill Street, 246 Kill. It said the sharp bend by Kill Street Hill. A male down on the ground appears to be struck by a vehicle. Unresponsive, severe bleeding.
Copy, Connie.
Again, there was only 2 officers that responded from Aliquippa. That would be Bits, the 509 badge, and then Trello, the 508 badge. They were the only 2 dispatched. They arrived on scene. But when PSP and the first 2 arrivals for PSP arrive, let's take a look at their report of when they arrive, because that's what begins the crime scene log. The crime scene log. It should also be noted that the 911 caller stated that within 2 minutes, they were there really quick. Within 2 minutes, there was, somebody there, an officer there. Well, according to the reports, Officer Bitts was there within 30 seconds. Pennsylvania State Police, better known to everybody as PSP in Aliquippa, PSP has to take over all major investigations due to the fact that Aliquippa, Pennsylvania's police department, Aliquippa PD, has been suspended. They're under probation. They are not allowed to be doing any major crimes alone. That is something that happened before the Rachael DelTondo case in 2018, and it has continued on. Aliquippa Police Department has always been under the scrutiny of corruption. And this case would be no different. Officer, or I should say Trooper, Trimbetta would be the first PSP arriving officer on scene that evening, and he arrived with Trooper Smith. They were dispatched to the area of 246 Keel Street to assist with a deceased male in the roadway. Upon arrival on scene, and at that time it would have been 5:16 because it was after midnight, they said they arrived approximately at 12:06 a.m. Members of the Aliquippa Police Department advised that they had corridored off the crime scene with yellow crime scene tape. Members of the Aliquippa Police Department, members of the Aliquippa Fire Department, as well as 4 civilians were observed within the yellow tape. The deceased male in the roadway was observed to have multiple gunshot wounds. I also observed a burgundy Kia Sorento bearing Pennsylvania registration plates of this, and a silver Chrysler Town and Country minivan bearing the Pennsylvania temporary registration plates of this. They were both within the crime scene tape when they arrived. I then started a crime scene entry log. All persons within the crime scene tape were identified and logged on the crime scene entry log. I maintained the crime scene entry log throughout the entire course of this incident. And this would be the first PSP report done by Trombetta, as he and Smith were the first arriving officers at 12:06 a.m. This Pennsylvania State Police crime scene entry log would prove everything in this case as far as the first gathering of the evidence at Two Cousins convenience store on Franklin Avenue, as well as the names of everybody that went inside that yellow tape. After Sheldon's trial, I took a glance at that, and I noticed Andrew Galletti, police officer of Alcoa, Pennsylvania, Department, Alcoa PD. 11:43 was inside and at the crime scene at 11:43. That is when Alex Bitts, as well as Trillo, that's the time that they say that they are arriving. The only problem is that Andrew Galletti was not dispatched. How was Andrew Galletti, police officer for Alcoa Department, as well as Bitts and Trello, how is he now part of the PD that's inside that tape? And noting that he was there at 11:43 p.m. within 1 minute of Officer Bitts, at the same time as Trello, but within a minute or two of the 911 call. Further look into the crime scene log entry, it would come apparent that Police Chief Lang was there at the same time as Trombetta, both marking down that they were there at 12:06. And then Trooper Daniel Smith being marked down at first at 12:10 a.m., which got switched to 12:06. But Trooper Daniel Smith's name isn't till all the way at the bottom of page 1. And also, Trooper Daniel Smith had put down 0010, which is 12:10, only for that to be crossed off and added as 0006. Also, Chief Lane had 00, a weird 0, and then a weird 6. Okay, as it looks like it was written over again because it was a different number. And then Trooper Trombetta, when you look closely here, you're going to be able to see that he also wrote down 0010. For whatever reason, these were changed to 0006, with the big question mark of as why would Trooper Daniel Smith's name be so far down if he arrived and was one of the first people of PSP? So it would be the first 4 witnesses as they have it. Then it would be there's 3 PD, Alcoa Police Department. Then they have fire. Then they have the chief from Alcoa Police Department. Then we start getting into the troopers from PSB, McGeary, Broader, Thomas, Miller. Crime scene entry log. Not only does when you come into the crime scene, but then when you leave the crime scene. As you are supposed to clock, when someone's in, when someone's out, to keep a very accurate log. Also, you are given when you start your crime scene log, you are also given instructions to keep the first responding officer checklist. And that would be things like note the date and time of arrival at scene, note weather and lighting conditions, begin crime scene entry log, Once inside the crime scene area, note description and license plate numbers of all vehicles in the crime scene. Identify all persons at the crime scene. Request that they stay. If possible, ensure they stay separated, okay, until enough information relative to their knowledge of the incident is obtained. So again, what happened before PSP arrived? You have PSP arriving at 12:06, allegedly a.m., but you got 4 witnesses allegedly at that crime scene when Idaho police arrive, and that would have been 11:42. So over that 25 plus minutes, where were these witnesses? Were they separated? What did Aliquippa Police Department do before the arrival of PSP? It should be noted that Aliquippa Police Department was not responsible for a single report that went into the discovery of this case. So none of those first responding officers before the PSP arrived had any reports, wrote anything. In fact, on the checklist of what you're supposed to do is item number 22 is, determine who had entered the crime scene prior to your arrival. Persons discovering the crime, medical fire personnel, note their agency affiliation and obtain their names and vital status. You're supposed to obtain then a brief description of what they saw or heard. So this responding officer should have immediately, in my opinion, obtained these immediately. 12:06 arrival time. You're going to find out what they heard, saw. During your interviews, ensure the persons present at the scene prior to your arrival are separated during these interviews. Determine if the person present at the scene moved or disturbed or cleaned anything. Lights turned on or off, doors opened or closed. This was obviously an outside scene. And as we heard the report just a minute ago, this officer said that there were 2 cars inside that crime scene. Were there any vehicles turned on or off, glass swept or blood wiped up? And also the reason why, if there was a reason why, if anything was moved, disturbed or cleaned, you have to state the reason why something would have been moved. In this situation, this officer says that vehicle, there was 2 of them inside that crime scene. When the crime scene photos are taken, there is only 1 vehicle inside the tape. The van of the 911 caller was moved out of the crime scene tape, not by the 911 caller that owns that vehicle. And not a single officer mentioned this, except when the witness mentioned it, that the vehicle was moved in his interview. It should be noted that all 4 of those witnesses were not interviewed on tape until after 1:15 in the morning.
Number 10847, today's date, May 16th, 2020. Time is 01:24 hours and 1:24 a.m. Trooper Thomas, badge number 10847, today's date's May 16th, 2020. Time is 01:14 hours.
Another checklist that you must complete is the crime scene checklist. And this would have been done by Trooper Max DeLuca. The scene is outdoor, located on Keel Street between Highland Avenue and William Street. You're going to be checking different boxes. The arrival time was 2 o'clock that he put DeLuca when he was doing this. He noted the weather at the scene. The scene was investigated without a search warrant due to it being on a public roadway. I was briefed upon arrival by Sergeant Fenella. The scene was examined for fingerprints, footprints, blood, hair, fibers, and soil. The victim was located on Keel Street in the south travel lane, down the hill travel lane. The victim was laying on his back with his feet pointed downhill. There was no indication that the body had been moved or attempts made to conceal the body. The victim was found on Keel Street. Keel Street is a public roadway and accessible to the general public. The victim has a surgical face mask resting on his chin below his mouth. The mask was consistent with Pennsylvania guidelines for citizens in public settings due to the coronavirus pandemic. It is believed the face mask belonged to the victim. There were no signs the body was staged. There was a large amount of blood at the scene. It is unknown if any of the blood can be attributed to the actor or all belongs to the victim. There was no indication of any foreign material being brought to the scene. A firearm was used in the commission of this crime, but no firearms were located at the scene. Brandon was the first person to report seeing the victim's body in the street. The victim had no relationship with Brandon. Again, Keel Street is a public roadway and maintained by the city of Aliquippa, therefore no search warrants were needed. The victim was located on a section of Keel that had no exterior lighting. No firearms were located at the scene. 7 spent shell casings were collected from the scene. They included 4 federal casings and 3 Winchester casings. No drugs were located at the scene. No writings, no drawings were located at the scene. The extended area around the scene was searched. Video surveillance was obtained from residents and businesses in the area. Where the videos were obtained will be documented in attached homicide action reports. The scene was secured and spectators were prohibited from scene access. Beaver County coroner arrived on scene at about 2 a.m. Refer to the crime scene log entry. No EMS personnel were on scene when I arrived. No firearms were located at the scene. The scene was outdoors and the weather was warm with sporadic rainfall. The temperatures were in the 70s in the evening and dropped to the low 50s overnight. The scene was photographed and documented by PSP FSU unit. Refer to the FSU reports for measurements and distance. All law enforcement material was collected. The scene was released on 5/16 at 3:33 a.m. It should be noted that on the crime scene log, DeLuca arrives at 1:34 a.m. Also, the crime scene checklist was completed in a typed up report not until June 16th, 2020, which would be exactly 1 month after Sheldon Jeter Jr. was arrested. How could Sheldon Jeter Jr. be arrested in less than 24 hours for this homicide when there is no investigation prior to his arrest? And you will see with dates of reports, dates of going to speak with witnesses, but ultimately it's the dates that surround any type of investigation into this case is where the huge question mark is on how are you arresting somebody without investigating anything. The night of Tyreek Pugh's homicide, Aliquippa was there. They brought PSP in. They had fire medic. They then called in the coroner. They had the crime scene, FSU, to take the pictures. So all of this was going on from the moment that PSP arrived, things started to take action. And then I thought about it, and it wasn't right as PSP arrived. It was when certain troopers arrived. And that would be troopers McGeary, Miller, Broughton, Thomas. An incident report is going to be the report that explains everything. This is what happened that night. And PSP Trooper McGeary was the one in charge of writing up the incident report. And your incident report is going to have information that talks about your victim, talks about if you have a possible suspect, and that would be, your perp, the accused. There's going to be a description of your scene, the location. There's going to be a synopsis. There's going to be a part for, physical evidence. And then it comes into investigative details. And Trooper McGeary noted the following, that Officer Bitts was the first officer on scene and arrived at approximately 11:43 p.m. It was immediately apparent to Officer Bitts that the individual was deceased and was observed as having multiple gunshot wounds. The Alcoa Police Department requested the assistance of the Pennsylvania State Police in the investigation and all the responsibilities of the homicide investigation. The scene was secured by Alcoa Police and PSP. A perimeter was set, and the Pennsylvania State Police Troop D Major Case Team was activated and responded to conduct the criminal investigation into the death of the unknown male who would later be identified as Tyreek Pugh. On May 15th at approximately 11:50 p.m., Pennsylvania State Police Troop D Beaver Criminal Investigation Unit Supervisor Corporal Michael Miller was the one that contacted McGeary, advising him of the incident and assigned McGeary to respond to the scene. Just after midnight, at approximately 12:34 a.m., McGeary arrived on scene and was briefed by first responding Alcoa officer Alex Bitts, as well as Trooper Trombetta and Trooper Smith. So, no mention of Galletti from Alcoa and no mention of Trello from Alcoa. McGeary observed the scene on an uphill sharp curve in the roadway of Keel Street. The scene was secured by police tape, police vehicles, and other emergency vehicles. Trooper Trombetta was maintaining the crime scene entry log and first responder checklist. Trooper Smith advised me, McGeary, that there are 4 individuals on the other side of the crime scene waiting to be interviewed by investigators. Trooper Smith also advised that there has been a tent placed over the deceased due to slight rainy weather conditions, and upon Smith's arrival, there was a silver van parked near the deceased body but has since been pulled up a short distance on Keel Street. Officers on scene were not able to identify the deceased with the information thus far. Upon McGeary's initial approach to the scene, he observed the deceased male lying face up on Keel Street with his feet pointing down the hill. Multiple empty pistol shell casings were observed near the body, and the male appeared to have multiple gunshot wounds to the head. Blood was observed flowing from the body down Keel Street. While on scene, the 4 individuals who were later located on scene upon Alcoa Police Department's arrival were properly identified and interviewed. Brandon, Eugene, Dwayne, and Joseph. Those interviews revealed the following. Brandon discovered the body first, but then continued up the Keel Street Hill, where he would pick up 2 other individuals, Eugene and Dwayne. While Brandon was picking these individuals up, Joseph discovered the body and contacted 911. Brandon, Dwayne, and Eugene then returned to the scene where they observed Joseph, where he had advised them that he had contacted 911. The scene was processed by Trooper D Forensic Services Unit on May 16, 2020. During processing, the deceased male was identified as Tyreek Pugh with an address of 127 Orchard Street, Aliquippa. Via his Pennsylvania photo identification was located in his wallet. Through investigative efforts, it was determined that Sheldon Jeter did intentionally kill Tyreek Pugh. With the recommendation of the Beaver County District Attorney's Office, a criminal complaint was generated charging Sheldon Jeter with criminal homicide. Trooper Ryan Broader was a co-defendant on this charge. Please reference all the attached homicide action reports and other related documents to see how our investigation led to the arrest of Sheldon Jeter Jr. This would all have happened within 24 hours from the homicide that Sheldon Jeter Jr. was arrested.
Why were you coming to Aliquippa over this location?
Because I was actually gonna go and chill, hang out, whatever you want to call it, with my buddies over there. The one is Preston, he's in the purple car, and the other one standing outside the police line is Gene. That's his father.
Okay, so Preston and Gene live over here?
Yes.
Okay.
They live, it's 103 Moreland Street.
Okay. How long have you known Preston and Gene?
Over 10 years.
Okay. So what time do you think you left your house approximately?
Maybe 11:15, somewhere around there, I would say.
Okay.
Because I left my house, stopped at Sheets in Rochester real quick, and then after that, I was on my way over here, took 51 over here, and I got off on the exit right before the hill here.
Right.
Started coming up the hill, saw a body laying on the ground, saw blood. I didn't call 911 right away. I was still worried that, who knows, maybe the shooter could still be in the area. I immediately went up to Preston and Gene's house.
Did you call them, or you just immediately, did you make any calls when you saw the body?
No.
Okay.
I immediately drove up to their house. They happened to be on the porch. I told them, we got to call 911. There's a body, there's blood. We got in the car. We came back down here. The older gentleman that's in the van, he was already here and I already called 911. That's what he told us when we got down here.
So when you said you first saw the body, I think not your exact words, but a roundabout way, you said you might have thought the shooter was still there. So did you know that the guy laying on the road was shot? Did it look like he was shot?
It looked like he was shot the way he was laying there. The amount of blood that was just rolling down the road.
Okay. When you were driving up the hill, before you saw the body, did any car pass you going the opposite way?
No.
Was anybody walking going the opposite way?
No.
Did you hear anything like gunshots? Are you familiar with gunshots?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So when you drive, you see the body, you drive up to Gene and Preston's house. Do you get out of the car and walk up to the porch, or do you yell from your car, hey?
I got out of the car, ran up onto the porch. I told him, there's a body, there's blood. We got to call the police.
Okay. So how long do you think after you initially see the body until you come back? Is
Not even 2 minutes.
Not even 2 minutes? Okay.
When you first pulled up and saw the body, did you stop and get out, or did you stay in the vehicle?
I stayed in the vehicle. I didn't get out at all.
Did you put your window down or anything to look out? Or
I had the windows down because I was, driving down the highway, getting some, actual air from outside. But, coming up and seeing this, when I, drove up the street, like I was saying, to go tell them we had to call the police, I was like, nope, I'm putting the windows up.
have you ever seen this gentleman before?
No.
No.
How often do you come over here to Preston and Gene's house?
I actually come over here very often.
Okay. And this is the route you always take?
Mm-hmm. This road, always.
Okay. When you're getting off the exit to come up the hill, did you see any cars making a right on the 51 like they were going to go towards Ambridge?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you see anybody standing out or along the road or out on the porch down there or anything like that?
Down there at the bottom of the hill?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
The only cars and only people that were standing down there were people actually on the main street of Aliquippa.
Franklin there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only saw those cars there because they're always there, and I saw them driving to the exit here.
Do you remember any of those cars? Whether it be colors, shapes, anything like that?
No. They're just, they're there often, right there on the main road, Franklin.
Yeah.
Like, right where that first building is on your left.
Mm-hmm.
Those cars are always there.
Did you see anybody standing around or driving those cars? Was anybody in the car? Those cars?
I don't know if anybody was in the cars. They were a little too far away to see through the windows, but
okay.
Yeah, those are the only cars or people I saw right there on the main drag. I mean, as far as coming up the hill here to where I saw the body, no, there was no.
After Brandon Wexler was interviewed, next up was witness number 3, which was Gene.
Moreland?
Okay. How long have you lived there?
About 5-6 years.
Okay. So, tonight, or not, I know it's tomorrow technically,
right.
But last night, were you at home?
Yes.
Okay. So, kind of walk me through what happens.
Okay. Now, my son and I just got back from Sharon, PA.
Okay.
It was about 11:30. And my wife had eaten dinner, got in her shower, and was going to bed.
Okay.
My son and I stepped out on the porch, and it was, ballpark figure around midnight. And we heard multiple shots. I mean, it sounded like about 10 of them.
Could you sense like what direction they were coming from, or?
Well, we knew it was coming from this direction, but to me it sounded pretty muffled. Okay, I've been in the military, and I fired a lot of guns.
Right.
I don't know if somebody used a suppressor, and I do know that there is somebody in the neighborhood that does have one.
Who's that?
Well, I don't want to give the name because I don't want to end up like that guy.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean,
I will say he lives up here on Shaw Street. Okay, I'll give you his first name. That's all I know, and his name is Mike. I even have a picture of the weapon that.
Is Mike a white or black guy?
He's a black guy. I was drinking vodka with him, and he showed me this gun.
You weren't drinking vodka with him tonight, were you?
No,
okay.
No.
Containing car 2, old radio.
But wrong one. And to me, this is what it sounded like. Was.
How old do you think Mike is?
Oh, he's got to be in his 30s or 40s. He's a big guy. And to me, that's what it sounded like.
And Mike sent you this picture? Or?
I was sitting there with him. As you could see, we were drinking. And he handed it to me, let me look at it, and I just took a picture of it. This was a week ago.
All right. If we were to provide you a phone number, would you send that to us?
Yes, I would.
All right. We'll get to that. We'll put a pin in that and come back to that later. So, you said about midnight you heard multiple shots. They kind of sounded muffled. What happened after that?
Well, about 2 minutes later, he come flying up the road. Well, actually, about 10 minutes later, he come flying up the road, and he's telling us, call 911. There's a dead body in the road down here.
Would you say he? I know we all
Brandon.
know Brandon.
Brandon, okay. Yes. And I said, okay, Brandon, let's go down and see what's going on, see if this guy actually is dead. And sure enough, we pull up, and I could see the hole in the guy's forehead. I knew he was gone.
Have you ever seen that guy before?
I'm going to tell you, he looks very familiar. He looks like a guy that used to live up here on Keel Street, and we knew him by the name of Ronnie.
Okay.
And he was a drug dealer.
How long ago did he stop living up here?
About a little over a year ago, him and his wife got into it, and I think she kicked him out. She moved out, and he moved down here somewhere. But I haven't seen him for a while. But like I said, that looks just like him.
So when you guys come down the hill here,
this gentleman was already stopped there.
The guy in the van?
Yes.
Do you guys get out of the car and go walk over to the body?
I walked over to the body. I didn't touch anything.
Okay.
I looked over, and I seen that he had a hole in his forehead, and I could see it in the back of his head where all the blood was draining.
Mm-hmm.
That it was a done deal. There's nothing I could do for him.
Did you or your son call 911? Or
we were going to call, but the man in the van already said that he had called 911.
Okay.
So we just stayed there.
Okay. Well, after you, if we could backtrack just a little bit, after you hear the shots, do you hear any like tires screeching or anything like that? Anybody yelling? Anything?
No.
Okay.
We heard the multiple shots, and that was it. And my son and I both were like, my son looked at me and goes, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, I heard that. It was pretty muffled, but I heard that." And we hear shots through here all the time.
Yeah.
So, it didn't really surprise me. I mean, about a week ago, my neighbor from across the street said that he heard somebody let off what sounded like an Uzi back here. So,
right. I understand. Do you know of anybody that has cameras or surveillance video along this road here? Do you know anybody that lives on this road?
I don't know anybody that lives on this road, but I do know that somebody owned this property here on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And they put all that dirt there because people were constantly dumping mattresses and everything over there. So he may have cameras up there. I do not know, whoever owns it.
So are you talking about when you go around?
As you go around the bend off to the right here,
yeah,
you'll see a big berm of dirt right there. That whoever owned this property had that dump there, so it stopped people from dumping garbage back there.
Okay.
And you don't know who actually owns it?
No.
What about as you're coming up the hill there, there's a house that's got basically it's painted on the garage. It says no parking. It's like a red brick house right there down at the bottom of the hill. Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I've often suspected that they had something to do with the church that's right down here. So.
Okay. So, just to recap, the dead gentleman appears to be Ronnie, somebody who you knew as Ronnie, but you're not sure.
Not positive, but he looks almost like him.
And he used to live up on Keel Street.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, who lives on Shaw Street, black male in his 30s or 40s, has that gun with a suppressor on it.
Yes.
Did you see Mike at all tonight?
No. I saw him earlier today. He was in his Jeep that he usually parks up there. Him and his wife. He just did a bunch of renovation work and everything up there on his house there on Shaw Street. You can't miss it. I mean, he's got this really nice Jeep sitting there. But
is it like a Jeep Grand Cherokee or like a Jeep Wrangler?
Kind of like a Wrangler, but it looks like a Mad Spider almost. It's one of the newer models.
Okay. What color is it?
It's black.
Anything else distinctive? Does it have like custom wheels or sticker?
Yeah, it's got custom tires on it, custom wheels. Got some funky lights on the front of it that super bright, but other than that,
like a light bar or just like
no, the headlights itself. I mean, they're just weird.
Other than his wife, does he live with? Does he have any kids? Does he live with anybody else?
No,
Okay.
Just his wife.
You may have answered this, but where is he living at?
He lives up here on Shaw Street. I don't know the exact address, but you can't miss it. I mean, you can see where he's done a bunch of renovation work on his porch, and he put a brand new retaining wall in the front.
Does Mike work anywhere? Do you know?
Not that I'm aware of.
So how's he getting all that money to do all that renovation?
Exactly. It's been rumored that he's one of the biggest drug dealers in this area. So I don't cross him.
Okay.
So you know his last name? You
No.
just don't want to. Okay.
I don't know his last name.
Okay. Do you know his wife's name?
So when you leave your house, can you see his house from your? Did you see the Jeep out in front?
No, I didn't see the Jeep out front.
Is that the only cars they have?
He's got a Jeep. His wife drives a white vehicle, and he's got a really nice blue street glide, Harley Davidson customized street glide.
Her white vehicle, is it an SUV too, or is it a car?
No, it's a regular car.
You know what? Like, is it a Chevy, Ford, Dodge?
I think it's a Dodge, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Do you have Mike's phone number?
No. I don't associate with him much. Like I said, I sat and drank with him that one night, and that's about it. We talk on the street every now and then and say, hey, how you doing? You know, that's about as far as it goes.
Okay.
Do you know who he associates with? Or who would know him a little bit better?
I know he associates with my neighbor who got busted a year ago. They raided his house because he was selling drugs.
Who's that?
His name is Chris. I don't know his last name, but he lives right next door to me. He's at 105 Moreland.
Okay. So when you went over that one time to Mike's house, what did you guys talk about? Was it just BSing?
Just BSing. Sitting there drinking vodka, you know, talking about women, talking about, yeah, I know it's funny because his wife was there too. She wasn't too happy about it. But, you know, just everyday stuff. And then he pulled that out and he showed it to me. I was like, oh, that's cool. He pulled the clip out and handed it to me. I took a couple pictures of it.
All right.
If you could.
You could just forward that.
Unset Secrets, Advocating in Aliquippa, Season 3, sponsored in part by Fight for a Family, nonprofit, www.fightforafamily.com. That is www.fight, the number 4, the letter A, family, family.com. Also, YouTube page Truth and Transparency.